And we're live. Okay.
Yay.
Welcome to episode 6 of Ordinary Extraordinary, entitled Be Kind, Rewind. So basically where we left off last week, you all had managed to put down the zombie apocalypse. Well, at least temporarily.
For now.
Yeah. The chicken is still at large. Or, I'm sorry, not the chicken.
The rat.
The rat. Sorry.
Tastes like chicken anyways, right?
Don't Brian, you're not foreshadowing, are you?
I was thinking about the chicken.
Don't get my legal machine in action.
That, and I watched... I completely forgot about Andreas. I am a bad GM.
You naughty GM, you.
I'm sorry, I forgot completely about you. That's okay. You're here.
Yes.
Actually, Andreas, if you want to click on apps down at the bottom, and load up G20 or Roll20.
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 We're going to be using that instead of Tabletop Forge this week.
Oh, okay.
Give it a shot. It's something a little different.
So that's without where we're doing our dice rolls?
You can, if you want to roll them. I'm still pretty much on the honor system for everything.
Oh,
but
okay.
if you have trouble with math, like I do, rolling is in the chat is probably a little better.
Oh, that's a good point. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, you can set macros up for dice too, but it's obviously not necessary for a game like this.
Yeah. Okay. So as I was going over everything again, the rat is still at large. And now, the reason I said chicken is I made a mistake of last night I watched both the gamers videos again, and of course they had the animated turkey running around. So, anyway, you managed to put down the rat and everything. Well, managed to put down the zombies. The rat's still at large. And pretty much everything after Halloween settles back down to classes and, general boredom. Dave, in town, things are going pretty okay. You haven't had really any major issues pop up, and I wanted to work Phoenix in as you actually have a part-time job at the at Foul Territory.
Oh, awesome.
You have an employee. How nice.
There will be hazing.
You were, in fact, the one who found the rat in the basement.
Nice.
You went down to pull up some chairs, and this rat with glowing blue eyes basically hissed at you and made a bunch of noises. And it freaked you out, and you ran back upstairs, and you complained to your boss that you didn't want to go down there again.
I didn't believe you.
Yeah. But, yeah. You still haven't gone back down there because that was pretty freaky.
Yeah.
A big rat with glowing blue eyes. Oh,
and the thought occurs to me. As part of the aftermath from last week's session, did we ever turn up Hicks's old phone? I suspect it was in one of the graves.
Yes. Did anyone actually want to try and look for it after the or run before the cops showed up?
Immediately after the napalm party, I think we would have hightailed it out of there.
Okay. If you try to go back, the entire area is cordoned off by the police. And actually, some of the people from the
Historical Society.
college historical preservation people working on their degrees and whatnot, as archaeologists and anthropologists are down there helping put everything back the way it's supposed to be. So yeah, it's pretty much cordoned off. If anyone wants to try and get the phone, you can, but
we may have to attempt that later.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't. I already stated officially that it was stolen. So,
okay.
Should anyone find it, they will also find out that it has been stolen. So I think we can leave it where it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Halloween was on Monday. On Tuesday, yeah, I know.
All Saints Day.
Yeah, not everything settles down. You know, y'all try to keep your heads down, so you know the cops don't come looking for you after torching the dead.
They had it coming.
Yep. But on Tuesday morning, Vic, this guy walks into your restaurant.
Chicken shack.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Really, really nice suit. Very fancy.
Okay.
Very. You know his type. You've seen him before. He reeks of agent and lawyer.
Okay.
Okay.
Reeks of ancient.
Agent.
Agent.
Yes. Baseball agent.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe
Sports
someone
agent
needs
boy.
to perhaps a comeback is in order, and someone is going to offer me a contract.
Well, he comes in, takes a look around the place, you know. He's just standing right in the middle of the restaurant, just, looking around. He actually runs his hand across one of your booths. And,
oh, is that right? Okay.
Checks his fingers, and he's like, "Not bad."
All right, I'll get the attention of one of the greeters or waitresses or what have you, and says, "Would you take care of that gentleman over there and let me know what he orders?"
Okay. She goes up to him and he says, "I'd like to speak to your boss, please."
Well, okay. If I overhear that, I will amble over in that direction after a few moments of delay.
Okay. He's like, are you Mr. Zarnetsky?
Yes, indeed. Vic Zarnetsky. What can I do for you?
Hi, I represent, well, shall we call it an entrepreneurial angel who would like to invest in your business.
Oh, well, that's interesting and unexpected. Why don't you have a seat?
Okay. Thank you. He sits down.
So, I mean, are we talking franchise opportunities here, or?
Well, we would actually. We find that franchising is a little. It takes away from the family atmosphere of a restaurant. So basically, what we would like to do is to help you expand, but to keep everything within the company.
Well, I mean, obviously, I'd have to speak to my representatives first, but I'm potentially interested if we can work out, all the details.
Okay.
If you don't mind me asking, who do you represent?
I'm afraid that they would like to remain anonymous, but they are, as I said, a very well-known entrepreneurial angel. They enjoy investing in wholesome establishments such as yourself. Okay,
I look a little bit puzzled about that one, only because I have had a reputation for being, a loose cannon and a hothead back in the day, but I've tried to keep that under control as a businessman. So,
understandable.
Well, should we arrange a meeting? As I said, I'd obviously have to contact my lawyer.
I would like, if you wouldn't mind, here is our standard contract. He opens his briefcase and pulls out about, solid
Sure.
3 inches of paperwork. If you wouldn't mind having your lawyer take a look at this, and my card is attached. Just please give me a call.
All right, and I'm sorry, I don't think I ever caught your name.
Saint Nick.
Well, that's festive.
I understand. Trust me, I get it all the time.
All right, well then, would you care for some lunch while you're here?
Thank you, but I never eat while I'm working.
Oh, well, okay. It was nice meeting you, Mr. Nick, or Mr. Saint, or
Saint.
Mr. Saint Nick,
Yes.
and I'll be in touch.
Thank you. And he basically just walks up, shakes your hand, and then leaves.
Okay, that's strange.
Go ahead and give me a restaurateur roll.
Okay. So that's 1 die. 5.
Okay.
Isn't that how that works?
Yes.
It's just a number, yeah.
Yep. He seemed entirely businesslike. You didn't get anything. Actually, nothing overly smarmy off of him, which was highly unusual for the type that he was broadcasting.
Yeah, I've never. Well, I mean, I'm not a particularly adroit businessman, but the idea of an anonymous investor in a restaurant seems a tad strange to me. But I'll take that stuff into the office and look at it later.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so for everybody else, right about it's going to be difficult without Martha here, but she actually tries to get in touch with John on come Wednesday. Normally she's been getting at least a touch base phone call from the professor at least once a day.
Yes.
Just to see how she's doing and whatnot. He hasn't called her in the past 2 days.
Okay.
And
well, considering the circumstances under which she kind of violated his privacy, I could kind of see that. But yeah, I could also see dropping in on him to make sure he's okay.
Okay. Do you want to try to find him at his office, or you do have a class?
I do have a class with him.
Yes, and that's.
Well, I think it might be better if I were to approach him with someone more adept at social interaction. This might be something I call Emmy for.
Okay. She's adept at social interaction.
I'm thinking if we need to prod him into action, she's got the prod.
Yeah. Okay. That
also, I need to.
Of course, I'm adept at social interaction. How dare you?
Is that what your T-shirt says? Adept at social interaction.
Also, I need to talk to Emmy anyway, because I was researching how to get into good graces with the Queen, and that, it turns out, is no longer necessary because the thingy has been, well, eaten by zombies.
Yes.
So now I'm wondering if she has any use for this recipe that I found. Just posted into chat.
Okay.
I'll wait for the laughter.
Wait, which chat?
The Google Hangout chat off to the left.
Okay, sorry, it took a little while.
German chocolate sauerkraut cake.
Yes.
I would probably. I would probably eat it.
That looks fairly tasty, yeah. That looks good.
Okay. Alright, so you go ahead and give Emmy a call.
Yo.
Oh, he's gone.
CC.
Oh.
Odd.
Hmm.
Okay. Doot 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 doot.
Oh, there he is.
Grumble. At least I got the recipe out there before it collapsed on me.
Welcome back. Okay, so you go ahead and give Emmy a call.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Hello, Emmy. Just talked with Claire. She apparently hasn't had contact with Dr. Levenstone for the past 2 days.
Okay, you mean Claire and Jane hasn't had any contact with them?
Oh, I mean, yeah, Jane
I'm
hasn't.
Claire.
And you're, well, still loading lower thirds and such.
It happens.
Sorry about that. Yeah, John would have gotten it right, having lived it and all. Yeah, so Jane hasn't had contact with him for 2 days. I was thinking we could reach him during his office hours, and I don't know, maybe you could give him a good stern talking to?
Works for me.
Thank you.
Okay. You guys head down to building number 17.
Mm-hmm. Should be his office hours.
Yep. For what in his syllabus is listed as his office hours anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And he is not present.
Okay, this is starting to worry me. We may have to pigeonhole him at home.
Do we know where he lives?
I think at least one of his students might. Failing that, was he in class today?
His class is after his office hours.
Oh, okay.
So you have that coming up.
Okay, that may be the next opportunity we have to talk with him. Of course, if he's not there for that, my concern will obviously grow.
He does not show up to class.
Right, we have a problem.
And after 15 minutes, everyone leaves.
Class goes away. Yeah. Hey, we have time to try to track him down.
Okay.
I need to answer that. It might be the kettle.
Okay.
Be right back.
Okay, so you didn't show up to class.
Let's see. Hicks, give me a comic book aficionado roll.
Mm-hmm. 15.
You're not sure, but you think you're being followed.
Oh. Okay. Where am I?
Well, just walking up and down College Avenue, or any of the streets in town. Every time you look behind you, parked on the side of the street is a black SUV.
Okay. I'll try to make sure, which means I'm going through some of these routines, like stopping in front of a window and checking, seemingly looking inside, checking the mirror effect, and so on, and suddenly turning corners to force the SUV to.
Well, you never see them in motion.
Okay.
It's just whenever you happen to turn around and look behind you, there's a black SUV parked on the side of the street.
Okay. I'll check if a black SUV is also parked in front of the dorm.
Well, not directly in front of the dorm, because while there are parking spaces, they're heavily patrolled and like 1 hour parking. The heck?
Hmm?
The program is acting up on me. I'm trying to scroll over and it won't move.
Do you have the select mode or the pan mode?
Oh, apparently I was in select. That would be why. Of course, now it's not moving at all. Okay, I'll wait for it to catch up. Not directly in front of the dorm, but out on College Avenue, yes, there is a black SUV parked there.
Hmm. Okay, so of course I'm telling.
Actually, I take that back. Not on College Avenue, but on the road that comes in from the main end. That is at the main entrance, pretty much right next to the one side of Thornley Square.
In line of sight.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm telling everyone involved. So that's John, Jane, Claire, and
The call goes out.
Lunchbox. Yeah. Charles has disappeared, right?
Yes. You have not seen him since you made the deal with Puck.
Okay, so I'm telling the group that was present at the cemetery. That I'm very sure that I'm being followed, and that they should leave. They should watch out for black SUVs.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. That means someone's paying attention.
Black
Makes a
SUVs.
pleasant change.
Where have you been seeing the black SUVs?
They have always been parked behind me somewhere, and there is one right in line of sight of the dorm. So, yeah, if you come to my room.
As long as you're sending the call out, I'm going to add the disappearance of Dr. Levenstone to possible issues.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Dr. Levenstone has disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Since when?
Since 2 days ago or thereabouts. Claire hasn't had a call from him. Hadn't had a call from him since then.
It's Wednesday now. He's been gone since, as far as she knows, all of Tuesday. Though he normally calls in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So it could have disappeared Tuesday morning. You know what? I want to go out and see just how widespread this surveillance problem is.
Yeah, good idea.
So I'm going to grab a notebook, have a run around campus, and take down all the license plates of every black SUV I find.
Okay.
This will take me a little while.
Yeah, go ahead and give me 3 parkour monkey rolls.
Parkour monkey rolls, number 1. Let's see, 19. Number 2. 18. And number 3. 18.
Okay.
Wow.
Consistent, solid, good performance.
Yep. You
As
have
I
no
clamber
problem.
over buildings like a pro.
You have no problem making your way around, and there are actually surprisingly quite a few black SUVs.
Which is why I'm grabbing the license plate numbers.
Around campus. A lot of them are not that suspicious. You know, they have staff tags and whatnot on them. You know, the little stickers on the back bumper sticker that say.
I'll be more interested in the ones that don't, although.
The one that you're really interested in, well, the 3 actually that you're really interested in are the ones that display tags that look like this. which, if I'm doing this right, should pop up in just a second.
I see it.
Oh, there we go.
I don't see it yet, but it was
Yep, yep.
Oh,
scroll up to the upper left corner. If you'd scrolled around the map, the tag will have disappeared.
And that's why. There we go. I see
There
that.
we go. Well, that's good. That means someone is paying attention.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's good.
I didn't say it was good. I said it was interesting.
Yeah, Hicks really doesn't think that's good.
Okay.
Why, you have all of your like green card stuff figured out, right?
Yeah,
You
of
do, don't you?
course.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And for those of you watching, it's actually a plate that says you.
Do you run many games yourself?
Well, yes, that's how I'm very, aware of this phenomenon.
I see.
I crashed.
Yeah.
We noticed.
Which is sad because I was too busy talking to notice. So, you know what? I'm just going to leave roll 20 off. I may function better that way.
Okay.
So, hold on. But I do need to get this reloaded so that everyone knows who I am. All of our wonderful one viewer now. We were at 3 when I disconnected.
Oh.
Oh well. All right. So, besides, I like seeing everyone's pretty face anyway.
I expect people more come by for the play-by-play afterwards anyway.
So yes, you notice at least 3 of them have U.S. government plates. And he dropped
Yes.
Oh joy.
Who's next?
And he's back.
Mostly.
No,
It
he's
seems
not.
it seems talking about the plates or seeing the plates causes it. So there's already something quirky going on here.
There's some type of magical effect with the plates.
Some of these these plates are dangerous.
Okay. Welcome back, David.
Good
Thank
thing
you.
is,
Okay.
the good thing is they are not too professional because they use the government plates that somewhat.
They're not interested in making it secret surveillance, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So they, like I said, you notice 3 SUVs. 2 of them have basically the dorm surrounded, and the other one you've noticed pretty much making a circuit.
What, has
Mhm.
their dorm
Yes.
surrounded?
Yes.
Hmm.
Well, they've got. There's one parked out on the main entrance to the campus, and the other one is actually parked around back of the dorm. So they could be observing more than just the dorm, but
Okay, the good news, they may be paying attention. Bad news, they may not be paying attention to the right people.
Okay. Okay. I'll check if they are following me personally. So I'll go for a walk inside the city. I'll visit the draft he killed.
okay. When you head down downtown. The two in front of the dorm don't move. They pretty much stay there. However, go ahead and give me 2 more aficionado rolls.
Mm-hmm. 16 and 19.
Okay. You notice that the one that's making the circuit, basically driving around the campus, picks up and basically follows behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. They are paying attention to the right people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll take a window seat at the drafty kilt and just take a coffee.
Okay.
And I'll try to figure out if someone will also get inside, or if someone looking suspiciously like someone non-suspicious is entering after me.
Give me another roll.
15.
You don't see anything. They basically drive by when you go in, and you don't see them again.
Okay. About 3/4 of an hour later, I leave.
Okay.
And I'll visit Lunchbox in his house. At his dorm, at his flat, he has an apartment, right?
Yes, he has
At
an
his
apartment. Pretty much straight down the short street from the Drafty Kill. Okay. You head on down there.
Yeah, I head there, and on the way, or when I'm there, I check if I'm still followed.
Give me another roll.
Okay. 17.
You don't see anything.
All right. Well, I still go up. Well, I still check if he's here.
Okay. Lunchbox, are you home?
Yes, actually, I'm most likely doing laundry right now, trying to get the fuel out of my sweatshirt.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't work too well the first couple times you ran it through.
Okay. So, Lunchbox, listen. There are some people from the government following us around. I'm not sure how much they know, but take care. Black SUVs, government plates. You might try to take care what you take with you when you go over to the university, to the campus.
Man, they've been following you for how long?
I'm not sure. I think they started about...
well, you've only noticed them today.
Yeah. Maybe since today, or maybe since right after we put down the zombies. But I only saw them today.
Man, zombies, that was a good night. But I didn't notice anybody following me, but then again, I was kind of out of it. So,
That's one way to put it.
That's why I'm telling you directly, to make sure you are extra careful. Okay, we don't want to lose any one of our group here.
Well, I'm having trouble trying to clean my sweater, so I'm just gonna pop it out of the dryer, and it still reeks of fuel. So if you wanna go and I don't know. I gotta get out of here, man. I need some fresh air. So if you wanna maybe try and find the others, does anybody else know about this, or are you just?
Yeah, all of us, uh, all of our team know. Hey, we need a name for our team. Just like this Scooby Gang.
No, not that one.
No, of course not that one, but something.
Abundance of Shaggies notwithstanding.
What time is it, Brian?
It's a little late in the afternoon right now. Say about 6, so early evening.
Okay, so definitely. Well, hearing that, like, Lunchbox is a little discouraged in his inability to clean his favorite sweater, so he's just going to pull it out as is out of the dryer after probably trying to run it through 5 times. I'm Hicks, and if you want to get out of here, I don't know if you were planning on heading back to campus, but around this time is usually when I go play a couple tunes. So I got to get out of here.
Yeah, let's go. There's also the problem with Dr. Levenstone. He's missing. So if you see him or hear something about him, just let us know, okay?
All right, will do.
Okay. You guys get back up towards campus, and you notice a couple of people from student activities putting up a bunch of signs all over. Apparently, there's going to be some sort of hypnotist on campus this weekend, doing a big comedy thing at one of the theaters on campus. And it's, of course, free to all students.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, no, there are a few comedians who do tours like that around campus, and this one is big on the stage hypnosis.
And that's free entry.
Yep.
I think Lunchbox would be interested in swinging by that.
Okay.
Is that in your budget?
It's one of the few things that are in my budget.
So yeah, that's going to be this weekend, starting on Saturday. And we lost David again.
The SCV's got him.
Not yet. Okay, so Phoenix, how likely are you to have mentioned the blue rat on one of your blogs or your Twitter?
Rather possible. I would have posted on Reddit or something silly like that.
Okay. Yeah, that post actually disappears.
Oh. What are the chances of me finding out who deleted it?
Go ahead and give me a hacktivist roll.
Let's see. Roll 20. And it's 3d6, right?
For you, yes.
Well.
Whoever did it was using some serious anti-backtrace algorithm. You have no clue.
Ooh. Interesting.
The men in black are coming for you.
Apparently. I search on that page for any other posts that have mysteriously gone missing.
Nope.
Ooh. I'm special too.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else that would help you. Okay, so yeah. Unless you guys want to do anything special, Thursday comes around.
Thursday. Thursday.
50-cent wings. Thursday.
On Thursday, I'll try to ask for Dr. Levenstone at the administrative building.
Yeah, all they say is that he has been placed on temporary administrative leave.
Okay, when is he due back?
They do not know.
Oh. What should I do with my course if I have questions or if I need assistance from him?
One of the other bio department instructors will be taking over his classes temporarily.
All right. Sounds bad.
No, apparently he just needed to take a break.
Okay, thank you. Oh, taking a break sounds a bit like asylum. Okay. We'll need to check this out one of these days, the asylum. Okay. I'll meet the others and tell them in person, of course, because I don't trust the telephone now.
Okay. Do you guys want to arrange a public meeting location, or? From what I understand, there are 50-cent wings down at the Foul Territory this every Thursday.
I could go for that.
We have specials on pitchers of beer as well.
If there is any indication of a flyer or something, on campus that would make me know about it, most likely I'm just going to bolt right down that way. 50-cent wings? All right.
It's not healthy, but I'll do it.
It's a social thing.
You can get them without the skin if you like.
Do I happen to have a shift tonight?
Boss, does he have a shift tonight?
Yeah, well,
Do you
for the
trust
sake of
him?
the game, we'll assume
Okay.
yes. I mean,
Okay. Because if not, he can be there for the wings too, you know.
No. That's a bad influence on the other wait staff. They
Yeah, and after working at a place, you do not go there for food, no matter how cheap it is.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that.
I worked 4 years. I always ate free.
My husband worked at McDonald's for a while, and he sure as hell would not eat there now. At least not the one he used to work at.
Okay, so everyone heads down to Foul Territory.
Mm-hmm.
So, is it like a kind of like a diner-esque? How's
it's
the
a
seating?
sort of a sports bar kind of a. Yeah.
I can live with that.
There's a big screen TV, and it's basically just like any other sports bar, except not very busy, probably.
And maybe a bit more focused on the baseball memorabilia.
Yes, but I have kind of a tainted past, so I'm not. I don't display too many images of that of myself at any rate. Getting into fights and getting thrown out of games and whatnot.
All that roid rage.
Yeah.
I understand some people go for that sort of thing the same way some people watch NASCAR for the crashes.
Okay, well, I'm quite hungry, so walking in, I'd probably I'm gonna walk right up to the counter, and I'm gonna place my yellow lunchbox up on the counter, and open it up. Excuse me, sir, how many wings can I get with this? And pull out an extremely crumpled $5 bill.
Well, it probably wouldn't be me you were talking to, but let's assume that it was. I was walking by. Well, let me see. I guess that's if you don't want. You want a drink with that?
Oh,
Water, I'm guessing.
oh yeah, I'll probably have some water with that,
Yeah.
as long as it's free.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And all the celery you can eat.
A couple cost you 50 cents. Yeah.
And suddenly those wings are just going to get a little extra Tabasco on them. Because that water's not going to do crap, except make it worse.
So, fine, we'll set him up with some wings.
Okay. Pretty much everyone else begins to file in.
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix, you've been, ever since you freaked out about the rat, you've pretty much been busted down to busboy.
Okay.
Ouch.
It's not your fault. Boss is a bit of a bastard.
Fair enough.
When I get in there, I'll place my order. Afternoon, let's make it a pitcher of beer and a dozen wings. Make them angry. Piss in their cornflakes.
Yep.
Right away, sir. I'll be right back.
I didn't mean literally.
I, of course, mean that. Thank you.
So yeah, you're actually getting a pretty big crowd tonight, Vic.
Oh, very good. Well, I'll sit at the bar and schmooze. I mean, I do serve as the bartender, from time to time. So,
Okay.
and make small talk, chat up the ladies.
Okay.
I am an aging playboy, remember?
Yep.
Lest we not forget.
So you're basically all just sitting around. Let's see. John, give me what's the small stuff?
2 dice. It's coming up.
Yeah.
8.
Okay, and Hicks, the comic book aficionado.
When those two come into play, there's usually trouble.
11.
Always.
Okay. Hicks, you notice the SUV parked out front.
Yeah. I'll nudge the others with the elbow and motion to go somewhere in the back where we can't be seen that good from outside.
Claire, Hicks just elbowed you.
What the hell, dude?
Hey, let's move in the back. There are those people who are watching us outside. Don't look.
Especially not over there!
Okay.
Yeah. I lead the gang into the back to some shadowy corner, if that's possible.
Your establishment is basically built in an old townhome type setup, old downtown, small downtown type thing.
Okay.
So basically, the whole you do have some tables upstairs reserved for parties. You also have a bit of a back area. And
Is there a balcony?
No.
Okay.
Might be a fun add-on for the second floor, though.
Wait, unless we're very busy, there's probably a part of the restaurant which is closed, but people could still get to it. I mean, at least that would be my assumption. Probably a banquet room or something along those lines.
Yeah, pretty much. There's a smaller. There's basically a room in the back that you can reserve for parties, and then there's also the upstairs. The upstairs has its own bar. So it's more for, weddings and stuff like that.
Receptions.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do
So,
excellent catering at Foul Territory. You can't go wrong with chicken wings at your wedding. That sets a good standard for the future.
Hey, this is Pennsylvania.
Okay, I'll go for the back room.
Okay. Vic, all these people start filing past the bar, headed towards the back room, which is currently closed right now.
Okay. I'll watch them at first. I mean, do I know any of these people, or have I seen them before?
You think the one leading the charge is the one who's making those obscene phone calls?
Oh yeah, that's not going to do at all. All right. All right, I'll tell someone else. You take over for me behind the bar. I'll be right back. I got take care of some business.
Okay. One of your staff hops behind the counter.
All right. I'll put the game face on.
Bring it.
That's right. So,
This is gonna get ugly.
kids, I think you've.
Hi.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be back
met.
here. This part of the restaurant is closed.
Oh, sorry.
You not
just-
finding your table to your liking?
We'd like to have a table where we are we have a private atmosphere a bit for talking without being disturbed and so on.
Yeah, come to think of it, unless I'm mistaken, didn't I speak to you just the other day?
You did, yes. It was
Yeah, I thought I
because
made it clear
About
that,
his stolen phone.
someone stole my phone, and that was cause
And
for a
I thought we made it
misunderstanding.
clear that his phone got stolen. Did you not hear that part?
Apparently
yeah,
not.
well, that's possible.
It's
These
possible.
things happen, I guess. I tell you what, why don't you kids go up front again, and I'll set you up with a free round. Goodwill all
thank
the
you.
way around.
Yeah, let's do
I'd
that.
rather have a place in the back.
No, actually, a table at the front would probably be just the thing.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah, actually, I want to sit them right in front of the bar so I can,
Have an eye on them.
yeah, all the time.
Okay, no problem. There's actually a pretty nice large circular table tucked in the corner across from the bar. That
That's
the
cool.
booth is actually round too, so pretty much everyone can just sit. Everyone can see everybody when you sit down.
That's cool. I may
I'll
be
keep an eye
inviting-
on them.
In fact, I may be inviting extra people.
Okay.
Good
Extra.
idea. Good thinking.
And my table's back, so now I don't lose my tip.
You're expecting a tip out of this crowd.
Hey, I tip.
One
Yeah,
can be hopeful.
Always tip.
Excuse me, waiter dude. I'd like another glass of water, please.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Be right back.
Is there anything healthy on this menu?
Celery, carrots.
Okay.
We got
I
a chicken
probably have a
salad.
low-fat
Grilled
ranch
chicken
dressing.
salad.
Lunchbox and Claire, you actually have classes with Phoenix. You recognize him from campus.
Okay. Which class would this be?
I don't know. Pick one. I'm not
Well,
that big.
Okay, I pretty much.
You only
I'm
show
also
up to
in
your
my-
philosophy class, so
Yeah.
you know him from that one.
Okay.
Cool.
Claire, do you
Okay.
want to be philosophy class, or do you want to know him from something else?
Sure, why not? They're forcing me to take it.
Okay.
He wouldn't be in any of my dance classes, I bet.
No, probably not.
No.
Well, when he comes back with the sorry.
No problem. Although the dance class would help with some of your ninjutsu.
It might, but I didn't go that far.
Okay.
Here's your water, guys. Anything else I can get for you?
Man, you look familiar.
I hear that occasionally.
Are you at the college, man?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Second year.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
You take
okay.
philosophy?
Huh? Yeah, that class is boring. Oh, you guys are in my philosophy class?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in that one myself.
Cool.
Not this semester.
Hey, yeah, I'm in there once in a while. I think it's one of the classes I go to. I'm usually sitting in the back, so maybe you don't see me, but yeah, I kind of look familiar. So that must be it.
Yeah, that'd probably be it. I usually don't miss classes, even though they're boring.
Man, that teacher stuff.
I'm probably the kid you saw on the computer the entire time.
Oh, yeah, I remember now.
Oh, you're always doing those gnarly things that Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, but you're doing something on
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing either. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy your food.
Unusually candid.
Oh, that's not candid.
Yeah, that was. I'm not looking at porn in class, really.
Oh God, I hope not.
The table will seat at least 2 extra people, won't it?
Yeah, probably.
Well, I will get up
It's a
from the
round
table.
table, sure.
I will get up from the table with a few wings on a plate, and announce to the group, "No, that's not candid. This is candid." And I will head out of the restaurant, across the street, knock on the window of the SUV.
You get no response.
And I will say through the closed window, "We got some extra seats in there at a big table. We'd love to have you." And head back in.
I would imagine seeing John walk out, my reaction's just like, dude.
Yeah. The window doesn't roll down or anything. You don't hear any movement inside. Go ahead and give me a Sweats the Small Stuff roll as well.
4.
Okay. Yeah, it actually looks just like the vehicle's been parked there for a while.
And probably frosted windows, so I can't see anything inside.
Yeah, solid black. Not quite mirrored, but, yeah.
Darn close.
Yeah.
Well, I'll head back in.
Okay.
Well, I tried to be nice.
That was quite the hero thing.
What is that van out there? What's with that SUV out there?
Oh, government surveillance. Pretty sure.
Oh God, they found me.
What do you mean they found? What do you mean they found you?
What?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Oh God, I'm not going to. I have to go to the kitchen real quick. I'll be right back.
You're full of shit.
I don't hire illegals if that's what this is about.
Oh no, I'm a legitimate hacker, so I'm hoping that they didn't find out that I'm tied to all the hackings.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be announcing it in the restaurant where they're outside watching.
Right?
With boom
Not
mics.
everyone knows.
With those funny surface mics, laser surface mics that they can point at the glass.
Windows.
And pick up that,
Oh, yeah, I'm not announcing I'm a hacker.
To make the restaurant a Wi-Fi hotspot, is that what this is about?
I just keep out of the window so they don't see me.
Okay.
You do
So
that.
you don't go
they'll
back
say-
out on the floor?
Oh, but I hide behind people. I use my ninja skills. They are unseen.
Okay, give me a ninja roll then.
And the problem is, you do that, they'll be convinced you're hiding something.
Come on, good roll. Oh.
Come on, indeterminate number of dice.
Roll.
Oh, yeah.
Waiting for 20. Roll 20 to like me.
Which is why I use the physical ones.
Yeah, I don't have any of my physics on me.
I always keep physics on me. Otherwise, I fall off the planet.
I got a 5. How do you even get a 5 with 3d6? That's like statistically horrific.
Statistically horrific, but possible.
A 5?
Yeah.
You trip over one of the bar stools, and the wings land on Claire.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't want that.
Seriously?
Of all people.
Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Here, I'll cover that, and then the next wings are on me.
I'll take a wing off. I'll take a wing off of Claire and start eating it.
Claire off of Claire.
Very casual.
And where are you taking that wing off of?
Your shoulder.
It
Because,
better be.
Claire, you've got that disgusting hot sauce all over your top.
Well,
yeah.
I'm always wearing a leotard, so I'm just going to take it off.
Okay. And yeah, that stuff does burn skin. They make them hot here at Foul Territory.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me see. So Scott's character's name is Phoenix, is that right?
Yep.
If I were to observe this, I'm going to go up, excuse me, can I speak to you for a moment?
Yeah, sure thing, boss.
Listen, kid, first the basement, now this. Am I going to have to give you a drug test?
No, wouldn't matter, I'd pass, but no.
Alright. Eyes forward. Concentrate.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, I'll do better.
Okay.
Okay, so I go into the bathroom to clean off, I guess, then.
Okay. You manage to get straightened out between the paper towels and the dryer thingies. And you get cleaned up as best you can, and you head back out to everyone else.
Okay.
So what are you guys gonna talk about now that you're all in one place?
Well, I like to say that these wings are really good. The only thing keeping my mind off the fact that we might be being watched is these are really good wings. But really, what is up with the SUVs?
Like I said, I think we have government agents watching us.
Watching us or just watching the whole situation that's been going down?
Well, let's see. I noticed 3 SUVs, 2 of them parked right around Bushy Hall. One was patrolling.
That's not good.
And like I said, it is a good thing because it means they're paying attention.
Do we want them paying attention?
Well, if we don't want them making some damn stupid mistakes in the near future, yes. Which is why I was hoping to invite them in and give them a good talking to. And maybe
that would
talk
have
to them.
helped, I'm sure.
That would have been interesting. Maybe we could have found out if they know anything about the whereabouts of our teaching personnel that's now going to be replaced.
You mean the disappearance of Dr. Lebenstone?
That's exactly what I mean. Yes, right.
Phoenix, and go ahead and give me a ninja roll, and Vic, give me a bartender roll.
All right. Oh, I'm a great bartender. I know how to make all the drinks. Let's see here.
Make all the drinks.
8.
Okay.
Still waiting on mine. But it can't be worse than a 5. Unless you get another friggin' 5.
Really?
Okay. Basically, you are both able to overhear snippets from these guys about government agents, surveillance, missing professor, that kind of thing.
Well, that's pretty weird. All right. Well, I'm just going to keep observing.
Okay.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out some way to get involved, but it seems kind of contrived. But
the one guy is just snarfing down the wings.
Which one guy?
The stoner-looking kid.
Lunchbox. Okay.
well, I mean, that's fine as long as he's going to pay for him, and so I don't have to beat him up.
No worries. I'm sure if I need to cover more, I'm sure I can find another crumpled bill somewhere on me.
Right.
Oh, I might have actually washed it in my sweater. Oh, don't worry, man. We can work this out.
Well, basically, communal plates of wings are being delivered to the table that everyone's ordering, and he's just taking more than his share off of everybody's.
And I'm not eating any, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Then he's getting an awful lot of hot sauce in his diet.
Yes. Okay. Unless you guys have anything specific to go over, or plans to make.
Well, if he's gone missing, shouldn't we, like, I don't know, try to figure out where he lives, go see if he's there, see if he's under government tail,
That would probably be a good idea, but I'm not sure how to find him.
or maybe he's been taken by the government. I don't know.
That's always possible too, which is a good thing. Which is one of those things I would want to talk to the agents about, because I would like to make sure at least we have a good supply of that T4 bacteriophage.
Yes, I'm sure they'd talk to you about that.
All right, if I overhear that, I don't want people talking about bacteria in my restaurant. That can't be good.
And you remember the professor. He's a very good customer.
All right, have they mentioned his name?
Yes.
Yes, they have.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll tell you what. I'll go and open up the back room that they were going to anyway, and then I'll come back out to the table. Listen. Changed my mind. You kids are making quite a bit of noise, which is fine. You know, have fun. But if you want to go to that private room, I've opened it up for you.
Yeah.
Do we really want to go back to the private room now?
Yeah.
I'm content to keep talking right out here.
I was gonna say, does it really matter? I think we've said almost everything out loud,
Yeah,
other
it's
than talking
true.
about the zombies.
And the rat.
Okay, and that we've covered now, so we can stay here. There's nothing left.
No,
Well,
we're good.
Well, that's fine too. If you wouldn't mind, I guess you're talking about some science type things, but
Yeah.
when people overhear words like bacteria in a restaurant, they tend to get a little,
Well,
queasy.
I said bacteriophage. There's a difference.
If you say so, but
actually, they're discussing science.
science. Also, what?
Nobody said out loud or like really loudly, like, "Hey, there's bacteria in the chicken here."
You mean like you just did, Em?
Exactly.
All right, this check is closed.
Oh, well, so much for the back room.
Yeah. So, finish
Is
your
this-
wings, finish your drinks, and then enjoy your evening.
So is this legal? This is America, right? The land of the free.
Well, he is the business. He is the owner of the business.
Yeah, I reserve
And
the
he's
right to
giving us the
refuse
business.
service for any reason. So,
We'll go to the Drafty Kilt next time.
Yeah.
however,
Drafty Kilt is also his place, right?
No. Drafty Kilt's his competition.
if
okay.
if the professor
cool.
fellow, what was his name?
Livingstone?
Liebenstone.
We seem to be friendly. I'll give him a ring if I have a number for him.
You do. You've made deliveries. There is no answer.
All right. Well, I'm not getting on very well with these people. I don't really know what to do. But I will. I'll pass by again, and on the check, I will write a note to the effect that if you want to talk about Professor Livingstone, I'd be happy to do so privately.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. What about your back room? I think we've changed our mind once.
No,
again.
I think we. No, he's closed the check on us.
Yeah, but maybe we can open another one, just for drinks, not for the wings.
Well, I've had enough. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess we could do that. I
Maybe
don't know I can
his,
afford to
Or
try
we
it.
can all just walk into the back room, and I'm sure he's gonna eventually follow us.
Yeah. I order some more
and
water.
tell us that he changed
No.
his mind again and doesn't want us there. Yeah.
I mean, I never even have to have you roll on Snarky Bitch. I mean,
I know, I just do it all on my own.
It's a wonderful talent. Yeah.
I've been practicing it for 25 years. I should be pretty good at it.
Well, about the professor, is anybody... I don't know, is there any way we could get more info on him? Anybody try seeing him in his office, maybe breaking into the office?
Well, we've attempted to visit during his office hours, and he didn't teach a class today. This does not bode well.
So administration officers also said he would be gone for a while. So, and even stand-in teachers would take over his classes. So our best bet would be our friend here when he follows us, this bar owner here, because I think he knows the addresses of nearly everyone, even mine.
yeah, he tracked you down to your room. He knows your address.
He doesn't know mine.
No, that's true.
He's quite
And I always get carry out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Welcome
so
back. Again.
I think these guys are just walking back into your back room.
If you're still willing to have us.
Talk about contrary. All right. Fine. I'll go back there. Listen. I don't make it my business to spy on my customers, but you kids are talking about some pretty strange stuff. Is Professor Livingston all right?
We don't know.
We're not sure. We haven't had any contact with him for the past 2 days.
There's 3 options. He ran, he's been taken by the government, or he's dead.
Couldn't he have just gotten ill, or be visiting his ex-wife, or...
Considering his line of work, we can't rule out.
I mean, what you said? The government? He could have run. What's going on? You all part of some, counterculture, militia sort of thing?
We're part of a cult.
Claire.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, it's not a cult.
Phoenix, do you follow them?
Oh, absolutely. I follow my table.
Okay.
Wait. Are you guys telling me that all the rumors I've been reading online are true?
That depends. What rumors have you read?
Oh, geez, what rumors haven't I read?
Oh, I suppose we ought to nail down some basics first to make sure you're prepared for this information. Do you believe in UFOs, astral projection, mental telepathy, ESP, clairvoyance, spirit photography, full trance mediums, telekinesis, telekinetic movement, black angelo, white magic, pyramidology, the theory of Atlantis, the Loch Ness monster, or in general in spooks, specters, wraiths, geists, and ghosts?
Do I believe in them?
Wait, John, man.
Is there a paycheck involved? I'll believe in anything.
Do I
2 points
believe
for
in
Brian
them?
for recognizing the reference. Lifted verbatim from the script.
Nice.
Well, do I believe in them? No. Do I wish they existed? Absolutely.
Oh, then I've got good news for you.
Welcome to your new reality.
Do tell.
Okay. Remember a few months back, a few students had disappeared, and the FBI was looking into leads after a fashion.
Let's see. Strange cult stealing people. Psycho teacher. That was the headline on Reddit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were among those people that found and recovered those students.
Oh, cool.
In fact, you probably heard about us a little bit if you're onto all the online stuff. They were, or
I'll be
he
right
was
back,
one
guys.
of the top people that they were looking for.
Uh,
Yeah, see, the
Uh,
thing about these links is they're up for a grand total of like 15 minutes, and then they're never heard from again.
Almost as if someone is quashing them, right?
Almost. I've been tracking who's been doing it, but good God, they're good.
Almost nothing.
Man, FBI Redditors.
Damn them all.
Phoenix, does this have anything to do with that crazy story you told me about down in the basement?
Okay, the rat was real. Blue, glowy eyes, real rat.
You saw it?
What? Yeah. Yeah, I ran like hell and ran home.
Do you remember a disturbance a few days ago at the Daughters of the War Cemetery?
Wait. Are we sure we want to talk about this one? Because that guy over there, the owner, might not be so kind.
Yeah, this owner has
I was just
blue
asking
eyes,
if he heard
blue
about the
eyed rats
incident.
I don't know. Have I heard about the incident?
Yeah, it's been all over the news. I mean,
Well, if you
all
could catch me up, because I don't know what they're talking about.
Basically, somebody robbed all the graves in the Daughters of the War Cemetery, dug up all the graves, and just tossed the bones and the uniforms of the Revolutionary War soldiers all over the place.
Okay, that's sick.
Totally
And lit
desecrated
the
the
fire.
entire cemetery.
Let's just
And
say
there
it
was
was
a
an inside
bonfire
job.
too.
Let's just say it was an inside job.
Well, if you all want to go down to the basement and perform an exorcism or whatever it is that you do, you're welcome
We've
to hang
not
around
yet-
after hours.
We've not yet had to perform an exorcism on anything, nor are we really qualified to do so.
I was
However,
gonna say, do any of us look like priests?
It takes all kinds.
I'm a trained demon hunter. Does that count?
there are a few genuine priests around town who might be surprised to discover they now have the capacity to help.
Ooh.
Or
Yeah,
not.
I took the
or not.
I took the 1 week YouTube tutorial on how to be a demon hunter, so maybe I can finally use it. I'm glad I bought that
YouTube.
holy blessed sword.
Oh God.
Hmm. I think we found us our cannon fodder for next time.
I don't like the concept of cannon fodder, though.
Well, look. If you guys are interested in and lady, excuse me, if you're interested in hanging around after closing and looking in the basement, I tell you what, this whole meal's on me, and I'll keep bringing the food and drink as long as you want to all week long, assuming that you can solve my little problem.
Oh
Alright.
God, the basement? You guys have fun with.
No. Enough with the little girl stuff. You're going down there too.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind taking a look. I mean, I'm kind of short a couple bucks, so if there's any way I can pay off those extra wings,
Yeah, you just don't worry about that. You just you find me a crazy mutant rat, and we'll call it even.
Yeah, I've got an open an issue with this rat, so I'm in.
More like the rat has an issue with you.
Okay, I'm in. Let's get this rat nailed. But also, if you could get us the address of Professor Levenstone, that would be just great. So we could check up on him if he's all right.
Yeah, I called him a little bit earlier, and he didn't answer the phone, but I can get you the address. Yeah.
Yep.
Great.
Thank you.
But if he turns up alive and well, just on a bender, yeah, I don't want it to be known that I gave you that address.
Of course.
I understand. We'll be suitably embarrassed if that turns out to be the case.
Well, since we're all, conspirators now, I'm Vic. So, hi there.
I'm John.
Claire.
Oh, and, name's Phoenix.
Lunchbox.
It's possible that some of you might recognize me as sort of a minor celebrity, but when you were like kids.
Yeah.
So.
Vic, Phoenix's real name is not Phoenix. At least that's not what you write on his paycheck.
Yeah.
It's Albuquerque.
It's Sarah.
Sarah.
Spelled with a C, C-E-R-A, but it's still Sarah.
I don't know what to do with that information. I'm just going to ignore it.
Sometimes
Well, it's just something that you would be aware of. For some reason, the kid likes to be called Phoenix.
All right, well, I'm going to leave them alone to plot, and assuming they don't leave the restaurant, I'll join them again, when the place starts to shut down.
Okay. Not much happens between now and closing. You all sit back and enjoy your meal and make plans.
Yeah, we will need the T4 if we are really encountering the rat.
Yeah,
Well,
if it keeps showing, if it puts in another appearance, I'd like to be ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I made the soap. I've already made the soap gun part of my arsenal.
Okay.
So one of us should get the stuff, the weapons.
I walk in with another plate of wings. Wait, weapons?
Oh, thank you.
What kind of weapons?
Just bacteria. Or antibacteria, or whatever. I'm not a science person.
It's a bacteriophage.
We have bleach. Does that work?
That might do a number on the biofilm. I'm not sure.
I reach in my back pocket and pull out a handful of shurikens. Would these help?
Yes, I guess. They something like this is never out of place.
Wait, what are shurikens?
Shuriken are little metal throwing stars.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's how you deal. That's how you deal with the bad tippers, I guess. Huh?
What? No, I don't have these. You guys never saw anything.
Didn't see it
No,
though.
that's how
the contrary about it. Sure, okay.
that's how he cuts the wings off the chickens.
There you go. They're my cooking utensils. These freaking sliced potatoes. I just mount them on a wall and throw stars at them.
Well, at least two of us need
Look
to
for his
go.
upcoming recipe book, Cooking at a Distance, in the fine bookstores near you.
Well, at least two of us need to go to the professor's home, and I say two of us because it probably isn't a great idea to be going alone, because if we keep disappearing one by one, well...
Yeah, that's true. But first of all, the rats. Tonight, let's finish the rat, and then we go look after Dr. Levenstone.
Well, do we have any of the
We still have some
bacteriophage left?
We still have some T4 bacteriophage.
You still have some left, yeah.
Okay.
You didn't empty the guns that you had. Plus, there's a little bit left in the spray bottle.
Okay.
Plus, we don't know how much left in the lab.
Yep.
That's true.
He had a whole carboy or two of that stuff.
Yeah.
Not including what he was spraying around town.
Right, but what he was spraying around town didn't work through the biofilm of the rat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys never actually hit the rat.
Yeah.
And what he was spraying around didn't affect anything, apparently.
Right.
Okay, so just before we attack the rat, we head back and fetch.
If we can even find the rat.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't even know where it went.
It's been well over a week since he was sighted here.
Mm-hmm.
But if you guys want to head down, it's after closing time to investigate.
Mm-hmm. Let's do that.
Yeah, I'll give him the grand tour.
Okay. This is where the tables are, spare tables, extra chairs, linens.
And fun for the kids, the bathroom.
Well, not downstairs.
No.
Downstairs is mostly storage. Go ahead and everybody roll 2 dice. John, roll 2 extra. And
I get 4 dice?
yes, you get 4.
Interesting.
Lunchbox, actually roll 5.
Oh.
I rolled a 4.
18.
Whoa, snake eyes.
At least I'm not the worst.
15 on my 5.
And I'm rocking a 10.
Okay.
I'll pull out both of my super soakers if I have them on hand.
Okay. You do. You keep everything in that backpack.
Yeah.
Lunchbox and John, you notice behind one of the shelves, it looks like some of the linens had been pulled down, and it looks like the start of a nest. But
oh, dude.
it's obviously
Been abandoned.
yeah. It doesn't even look like it was finished. And Phoenix, they're really interested in that area where you saw the rat.
Oh, yeah, that's right where I saw it, right there.
Pretty much,
Yep.
you went to take off some tablecloths to take upstairs, and when you moved it, the rat was pretty much right in your face.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Mhm.
right where I saw it.
Yep. You see how it pulled this sheet down like it was going to try to make a nest? I want to examine the space carefully to see if it left anything. Trace, hair, whatever.
Fecal matter.
I would have used.
Hey.
I would have said spoor. Yeah.
No. Actually, go ahead and give me Sweats the Small Stuff roll.
That is a 10
Okay.
on 2
you
dice.
you see a couple of hairs
Mm-hmm.
on the towel, but that's or not the towel. The tablecloth. That's about it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. You see, there are a few hairs here.
All right. Well,
But this is a case of the dog that didn't bark.
oh, so what if I took? Well, John, if you're done taking a look, you mind if I move the linens over?
Oh, sure. I'll even help you with that.
You know,
Basically, we're dealing here with a rat that doesn't poop.
it seems that
That
way.
would be my favorite kind.
But if I'm moving the linens over a bit, is there any? Because it's up against a shelf, right? Is there any
It's
kind
between
of?
the shelf and the wall.
Okay, so I guess I'm looking for a point of entry then.
No, you don't see anything down there.
Well, let's see. The obvious thing to do would be to look along the wall, where the wall meets the floor.
Mm-hmm. You follow along, and in the pretty much the far back corner, you notice the floor kind of slopes down a little bit, headed in that direction. There's actually a drain set in the floor against that far back corner, and it looks like
That's
the drain.
missing its grate.
Yes. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the grate is there. It's just up and over a little bit.
Like it's been pushed up and off.
Yep.
Any
That's not
shearing
supposed to
on-
be like that.
Yeah, any shearing on the screws that held the plate in place?
No actual screws. It's one of the ones that clips in.
And something probably undid the clip.
Mm-hmm.
Or just sort of pushed it up.
Yep.
That's,
It's a possible point of entry, but this just leads to the... Well, let's see. Where does the drain lead? Into the storm drain system?
This actually into the sewer system.
Great.
yes, great, sewer great.
So, what am I looking at here, kids?
Okay, what you're looking at over there is where the thing was apparently going to make a nest until it was disturbed. There's been no trace of it since.
John,
And
give
over
me another
here,
roll.
2 dice or 4 dice?
2.
2 dice?
You're the only one looking.
7.
Okay. Keep going with your...
Yeah,
Sweet.
over there is where it was going to make a nest, but didn't because it was disturbed. Over here, we have a possible point of entry. It's where the drain, the grate had been popped off, presumably for something to enter.
Give me one more roll.
Okay. Although, 6.
Okay,
That
roll
doesn't
2
seem
more. Roll 2 more. Everyone who's looking down the drain right now, go ahead and roll 2 for me.
Who's all looking down?
Whoever wants to be
5,
looking.
11.
10.
Ooh, nice.
What's your new total, John?
Oh, the new total, 2 extra dice?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that becomes a 16.
Okay.
11.
6.
7 for Lunchbox.
Okay.
He's too fixated on the linens.
Okay. Nope. Nada. You're all just really fascinated with John pointing down the hole.
What? Okay, that makes me strangely uncomfortable.
It should.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated with his. It's almost like I'm watching an episode of CSI. I'm like, this is cool. I'm just watching John describe. Well, here we have point of entry, and this followed here, and I'm gonna.
That's the only reason you do all this stuff.
I just like to make sure I have all the details right, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is the hole too dark? If I put light on it, would we see better?
You can try.
Okay, I whip out my smartphone and use the flashlight app to put some light down there.
Okay. Everybody roll again.
2 or 4 dice, depending?
You for 4. Everyone else for 2.
7.
Wow. Raculent.
6.
On 4 dice, 8.
3.
Oh.
The magical number 3.
Phoenix.
4.
6.
Okay. No. Nada.
Okay.
Okay, it's gone.
It looks like a drain.
So,
I'd suggest changing the plate to the sort that screws on.
I suggest we leave it open and position a trap here.
gonna
Okay,
take?
That's a good plan.
Bear in mind also that this rat does not eat normal stuff.
Of course.
Yeah, what
Wait,
would we
what
put
is this
there?
rat?
Like,
What is
I mean,
this rat?
I'm all for putting Puck there, but we'd have to catch him first.
Yeah, we need a trap that takes the rat alive.
What does this rat eat if it doesn't eat normal stuff?
Don't ask.
Abnormal stuff.
Alright, well, I've got a question. You guys have those super soakers, bacteriophage. What does
Yes.
this do to the rat if it's exposed?
Okay. The rat is currently being animated by, well, a colony of engineered E. coli.
Bacteria.
Yeah. There is a special kind of bacteria animating the rat. The T4 bacteriophage is engineered specifically to kill E. coli.
Hmm. So
So
hopefully
we
it
figure a
destroys
direct
it.
weapon against the rat.
Maybe.
The other super
Okay.
soaker is just filled with soapy water.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I'm thinking here, if we had anything here that maybe the rat would be enticed, we got super soakers, we got some linen, we could spray the linen as part of the trap, so when it gets close, if maybe there's some way to lure it, at least, we might
No,
be
I don't
safe.
think the rat's coming back here. Like I pointed
Wow.
out, it hadn't been here for a while.
For a week.
How do you know that? It could have been here all the time, every day. Just nobody saw it.
I think it would have left more trace of hair.
Okay, that's a point.
I know I had some reason for suggesting it, and in a moment the GM will cue me.
Yeah, the there was, for one, the nest was not finished, so it's apparently hasn't been living there. It looked like it had decided it wanted to move in, but then it got surprised.
All right.
And what homeowner likes that kind of surprise, just as you're moving in?
Oh, nobody. Okay, this rat is elusive. So who knows where it is at this point? It went into a sewage grate, and it basically has access to the whole underground circuit.
Pretty much.
Which means it has access to anywhere.
Anybody for a swim? No.
Yeah, thanks.
Besides, the last place you guys have seen the rat was the
Cemetery.
Cemetery.
Just before you know what happened.
Actually, just after. You guys were walking home and it made its dramatic appearance.
In shadow.
Well, we need to be thinking about what the rat eats. If it's eating magical energy or magic or whatever,
Like we suspect.
then we should be looking at the places that have some of the highest areas of magic.
And there are no shortage of those around town from my earlier analysis.
Yes.
The drafty kilt is the one it's very magically adept, and the cafe is the one that's kind of sucks it out.
The drafty kilt was not itself pinging on John's radar, magical radar at the time.
Yeah. McMurdoch's turned up as a dead cell, though.
Yes.
So that I expect to be the last place the rat goes.
Okay.
Yes. Basically,
there are other cemeteries around town. There are other places like the bus station at the. There was a train station, was there?
it's a train station and bus station. It's
Train and bus station. There was some residue there. Any museum, any cemetery, any of those could be a possible location.
Oof. Okay.
I'm not sure there's anything we can do about the rat right now.
Until maybe...
What we can possibly do something about is Dr. Livingstone, the government surveillance.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Let's follow on that address.
Securing our supply of T4 if something does turn out to have happened.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Let's get more T4. And tomorrow we check out Dr. Livingstone's address. Where is this address? Is this in town?
Yes, it is. It's actually not too far from Jane's place, opposite Campus Walk. It's like a street over.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Convenient, that. If only she
Good,
were here
because
to
if
help
we
with the
can't
break-in.
find him, we might need to otherwise ask Jane for her pass to get into the lab, or see if he left his behind and steal it.
No, better to ask Jane. We don't want to break into his office, just not to break into his lab.
Okay. Well, you guys leave. You give Jane a call. She's willing to help you guys get into his house, but she's a little leery, especially with the
Government surveillance.
Hanging around, of having her ID beeped at the lab again.
Which is understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I think the best source of information right now, believe it or not, is government agents.
I don't believe it.
What, you mean asking them?
Yes.
And you think
For
they're
what?
gonna answer you?
Oh, I don't think they're going to answer us. I just think we need to get answers from them.
How?
I have no idea.
What are the chances of me hacking into this building and giving my card access to it?
Okay, I'd like to see that. It would be a nice,
You can give it a try.
Yeah,
I
nice
like
way
giving
to
tries.
prove your skills.
Right? Prove that I don't always roll 5s. And we get a 2, 3, 4, 10.
You think you may have it working. At least you think the overlay is right. You should register as Dr. Liedenstone, actually.
Nice. Who wants to go try my new cheat card?
Oh, me. No. Oh.
Let's go. I mean,
It's worth a shot. This is a card. You made a card for his office?
I just made my ID card look like his card for his office.
Well,
What could go wrong with
for the
that?
lab.
first lab. All right,
To the lab to test it.
to the lab.
That's the best part of science.
Okay. So, well, looks like they're done in the basement.
Alright, so no rat. Certified no rat, am I correct?
Yep. I
That's
still
right.
recommend getting a screw-on plate for that drain, but other than that, you're clean.
Very good. Well, I'm still a little concerned about the good professor.
As are we.
I don't know if I can do anything to assist you guys, but if I can render some service, I'm happy to do that.
We'll think about that.
Of course, we should keep this hush hush, right? Hush hush.
Of course. We call you.
Obviously.
Well, it's the same problem. If we hide it from the government agents, they'll think we're hiding something.
Yeah, but I like my job.
Well, yeah, you don't seem to have any problems. Like you said, you might want to get that grate checked out, man. But I don't see. You might want to clean some of the linens though. They're a little filthy.
That goes without saying.
Oh, hey. Yeah, it's hard to get good staff around here.
It's
One
also
can
hard
only
to
do
get-
so
it's
much.
also hard to get clean rats into the basement of your restaurant.
Probably also true.
Yeah.
But you actually have managed that, so...
True.
True, this rat is not true.
Okay. So if we got a pass
I'll
card
add
to
you to
the
the,
office.
I'll add you to the call group.
All right, very good.
Okay. So you guys want to all head to the lab, then?
To the lab.
Sure, but let's be careful.
Okay. All right. You all managed to sneak into the lab.
What about SUVs? Are there any?
When you guys head out the door, the SUV is not there.
Okay.
Let's also first swing by the dormitory and see if the two are there.
Haven't moved.
Okay. That could either mean someone's in there playing real quiet, or nobody's in there.
Yep. You guys want to head on to the lab?
Okay.
Yes.
And this,
Yeah.
the SUV outside the foul play, that is gone.
That one
Yep,
is gone.
That was gone. So there's at least one around somewhere.
So I'd say we just go inside the building with the lab.
Okay.
looking very nonchalant, just...
At 11 o'clock at night in a campus science building.
I'll try to give the impression that everything is all right with moving there.
Okay.
And we have the card to prove it.
Go.
Just some late-night lab work.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
Give me an exchange student roll, Hicks.
Okay.
And if that fails, I'm going to go for ninja hiding skills.
15.
Okay. Yeah, you look like you belong there.
Ooh.
At 11 o'clock at night. Okay, you guys get in. You get up to the door to the professor's lab, which hopefully one of these weeks I'll actually have a picture for you guys of. You get up there. There's a little card reader next to the door.
I scan my ID on the card reader and hope it turns green lighted.
There's a bit of a pause, and it turns red.
No!
Not that hacktivist guru after all.
Oh, and to think yesterday I took down the FBI website. Wait, what? Never mind. Anyway, that sucks that didn't work.
You have a really bad habit of saying the things that you shouldn't say, huh?
What? No, of course not.
Some people just have poor impulse control problem. Despite that, I try the door.
Okay.
Just try the knob.
It doesn't move.
Oh well.
It's one of those nice, solid, will not budge. Won't even wiggle.
There's a window that we can see through?
Yes.
Is there anything... well, then again, I'm not really familiar with this.
Yes, the door itself is actually mostly glass.
Are there any relevant details we can see through the window? Like a large carboy of T4 bacteriophage.
The carboy is still there on the rack against the far wall.
Okay, well, the stuff is still there. All we need is access to it.
Are there ventilation shafts into the lab?
There is the hood vent leading from the roof that does go into the lab, yes.
Ooh.
You might land on a Bunsen burner.
What are you talking about? I'm a ninja.
I might land on a Bunsen burner.
Yeah, prove it. Prove the ninja stuff like you just proved the hacking stuff.
Yeah, that seems like a brilliant idea!
It worked so well before.
As long as I can get my rolls out of the flow zone.
Very good.
We'll be watching and we'll be taking pictures of you.
Oh, heck, I'll be spotting. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, anyone else got any ideas on how to get in this room?
If there's I don't know, maybe there's a janitor around 11 o'clock. They do stick around late. Maybe...
They're not going to let us in.
Probably not.
No way.
Oh. So that's out of the question.
Next thing to do would be to check his home.
Yep.
See just what's there and what isn't.
I'm still all game for letting our ninja try.
Well, okay. I'll even help him with the hood. Walk by it often enough.
Sure, why not? Let's see how much trouble I can get in with this.
Okay.
You need to get up to the roof.
I scale the building using my various ninja stuff.
John, I'm assuming you take the ladder on the inside of the
That's just a meme, Brian.
Well, however I got up there, I got a 13. Let's put it that way.
Okay. What?
For
Go
all
ahead,
I know,
give
I
me
did
your
it
roll,
from an
Kenny.
adjacent building.
We're looking at a 6, 9, 13.
Okay. Yeah, you manage to scale up the building. When you get up there, John is already waiting for you.
Wow, are you a ninja too?
No.
Oh.
And he points
Something
to
like
the hatch that leads down to the stairwell.
Cool.
Well,
What? How do you think we open this thing?
oh, the hatch will just open. The hood, I think we're going to need a screwdriver. Hold this. And,
Oh, you got a screwdriver in that pack?
if I search deep enough, there's probably a tuna salad sandwich in here.
Go ahead and give me a sweats the small stuff roll, John.
8.
Okay, you can actually pry the cover off of the hood vent. And, yep, looks like pretty much a straight shot down, well, except for those large fan blades.
Yeah,
Large
there's a large fan blades.
Oh, of course.
Luckily, the hood is not on.
Oh, okay. But turning into mincemeat doesn't sound so pleasant to me.
Yeah. There also not really any. You would have to. The fans themselves are mounted in a square frame that is actually in the vent. You would have to remove it in order to get down there.
Gotcha. Yep, lost cause.
Well, I don't know. How far down... Okay, the fan is in the very bottom of the hood, which is several feet below the ceiling.
There is... there's actually one that's pretty much level with the ceiling.
Yeah, that would do it. Yeah.
And then there's another one further down.
Okay.
That you can almost see past. They keep a lot of negative pressure in the hood.
Yeah. Negative pressure in the hood, yo. Oh.
Never do that
Sorry.
again, please.
Okay. I don't know what came over me.
Let me interrupt just for a second, guys. I need to go now. I might be able to log in. I might be able to join you back a little later, but if not, I will catch you next week, hopefully.
We'll have fun torturing your character while you're gone.
Yes, do that. Do that.
All right, take care.
Okay.
Trying to remember now what kind of ceiling they had in the lab.
The ceiling itself is, well, popcorn.
Drop ceiling?
Drop down, yep.
And the upper fan is level with the actual ceiling or the drop ceiling?
The actual ceiling to the building itself. The lab is actually on the top floor.
Yeah, this may not be the best way in after all.
That's how I'm feeling about it.
Yeah. Well, see you downstairs, and I jump off the roof.
Give me a roll.
15.
You're fine.
Yeah.
I follow.
Go ahead and roll.
6, 7, 8, 9, 13.
Ooh.
You jump down, and you don't jump quite far enough away from the building. You get the back of your shirt gets pulled up, and you basically get road rash on your back from the brick as you slide down the wall.
I'm a horrible ninja.
We'll work on that.
It's the self-trained part that's the problem.
I've still spent like 5 years working on it.
Like I said,
This is
we'll work
also
on
a
it.
4-story building.
Through that.
Be glad you did not break both limbs.
Good call.
We'll work on this. I'll start up a training course around the campus.
Okay, you guys get down. Everyone else is meeting around you, trying to look casual, hanging outside the science building.
The first step to looking casual is look like you're not trying to look casual.
Break up. You look like a cadet review. Okay. So you're all down.
Okay.
There.
Failed on all fronts. Phoenix. Now.
The next step would be the doctor's house.
The doctor's house, but probably better by daylight, right?
Probably.
Probably look more normal, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, less likely to get the cops called on you for breaking and entering.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's just take a couple of hours sleep and meet again at 8. At 8, around 8. All right.
I can do that.
Okay.
Okay. You all go back to your apartments / dorms / whatever.
Hovels.
Yep, hovel, and get some sleep. Friday rolls around, unless you
Friday the next morning.
have anything special you want to do before bed. If not, it's Friday.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to. I would tune my guitar and probably pack it up for when I leave this time,
Okay.
and probably attempt to wash my hoodie again.
Okay. You finally get the smell of gasoline out of it. The only problem is that the basic hood area and kind of like a V down the back is slightly bleached. It's a slightly lighter gray than the rest of it.
Oh.
All in all, it's not a bad effect.
Well, it smells pleasant. Okay, I'm content.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just hoping I can get up by 8 o'clock because Lunchbox can't remember the last time he got up before noon, but I'll try.
Go ahead and give me a stoner roll.
Oh. Okay. Oh, jeez. I got a Scott roll.
You rolled a five?
I rolled a 5, a 1, 2, and a 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless someone calls you, you're staying asleep.
All right. That seems like the Lunchbox thing. So I definitely sleep in.
Okay. Pretty much everyone else meets at the designated time at the designated location, except for Lunchbox.
Mm-hmm. Who we call?
Okay.
Okay.
We call, right? We want to know if he's taken by the agents.
Okay, Lunchbox, your phone rings, wakes you up.
Hello.
Hello, Lunchbox? We're just making sure you were going to get up. We're about to commence Operation Flouncy.
Oh, yeah. All right. I'm just gonna pack up. I'll be there in like 20 minutes.
Please do, or we won't call you for Operation Buttercup.
Oh. Oh. What time is it?
It's about 8:15.
Oh God, I think I've only been asleep for like 2 hours. All right, I'm on my way.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. You managed to get yourself together, or as together as Lunchbox gets, and out to meet everybody else. Let's say you're meeting up at the McDonald's that's down the street from the professor's house.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice
Yay,
public
pancakes.
meeting location.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, more stuff Claire won't eat.
Exactly.
Okay. So, how does the house of the professor look?
Looks like a well-kept neighborhood home.
Just for one family home.
Yep. Small little brick house. There's a concrete walkway up to the front door. Small little azaleas planted around front.
Okay. Let's check our respective super soakers and just
somehow I doubt Wilbert is going to appear here.
You've named it.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of the movie with the rat in it, and I can't remember what that is. Wilfred?
I think it was Wilbur.
Mm.
The one with George McFly as the rat talker.
I guess.
It was W something.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah,
Strikes me as more of a Wilbur than a Floyd.
Yeah.
My.
Sorry.
And there he goes. So yeah, your armaments haven't changed any. They're still fine.
Okay. So I think I just go there to the door and ring the bell.
Okay. You walk up to the door and ring the bell, and there is no answer.
Do I hear the bell ringing inside?
Yes, you can hear it ringing inside.
Okay. Not that I did
we try
expect
the door.
anything else. Yeah. So yes.
Yeah, let's just try the door.
It's locked.
Of course it is.
Perfect. So we should have made a
Is there
plan B.
are any of the the blinds of like the windows open at all?
No. It appears he enjoys his privacy.
Is there some kind of underground entrance for the basement?
No, there is not.
Or a garage?
There is no garage. The only parking is on the street itself. And the professor's car is out front.
Okay. Is it possible to walk through the garden to the back side of the house?
Yep.
I'll be
I'll do
checking
that.
windows as we go.
Okay.
There's one other thing I want to check, and I was just about to say that before my hangout went dead. The
Okay.
meter. The electric meter.
Uh-huh.
Does he have a back door?
Yes, there is a back door to the
He
house.
probably has a back door and an external meter, and I'd like to see just how much power he's drawing at the moment.
Okay,
Um,
try.
Just,
Just a trickle.
yeah, it's ticking over, but, I mean,
Yeah.
it
But the refrigerator alone would do that.
yeah. But it's not spinning wildly.
Okay. Which means there aren't a lot of electrical devices in use back there. Which is, I suppose, for the best.
We
Okay.
gain one, we lose another.
Yeah. And just back. So, time for the back door.
Okay.
We're trying to do it really quick, trying the back door and going, if it's closed, we want to leave quickly before anyone gets funny ideas and calls the police.
The back door is locked, yes.
Okay.
In fact, the screen door is locked.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a second floor?
No, there is not.
Hmm.
Claire,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and give me a dance prodigy roll.
Fun.
Oh, it's like that.
10, 14, 17.
You can't quite see into the windows from the back side of the house. However, by jumping up and looking, this one back window looks like it's unlocked.
Hey guys, I think I found a way in.
Okay.
I follow the voice.
I'll give her a boost if necessary.
Go ahead and give me another roll, Claire.
Oh, jeez. Where'd it go? Oh, that wasn't a good one. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, that's enough. You actually, John gives you a little catch with his hands, and you you step in it and basically leap up onto the windowsill, which is also brick, and are able to push the window open.
Cool. I will enter the house then.
Okay.
And try
Go
to
ahead
head
and-
downstairs. Or no, there wasn't an upstairs, was there?
There wasn't an
No.
upstairs.
No,
Okay.
no upstairs. It's just that the house is slightly higher than ground level.
Oh, okay. Then I'll go inside and try to open the door for the rest of them.
Okay. You had the room that you're actually in is the basically dining area. It's right next to the kitchen. If you think if you head down through the door that's immediately on your right as you come in through the window, you should be able to get down to right where that door was,
Okay.
to the back door. So open that, and you open the door for them. Wave them inside.
Yes, please.
No.
I'm in.
Okay.
Walk on in.
Okay,
Let's
try to
try
cause
this.
as little damage as possible. Be careful what you touch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a pretty nice place. He's keeps it up. There are a few cuckoo clocks above the mantle.
No comment.
Yeah.
What state is his bed in?
Occupied.
What?
Why?
With him?
Yes.
Ooh.
Is he alive?
Well, he looks to be breathing.
Okay, well, I'm going to shake the crap out of him then.
He wakes up. He's like, what? Where am I?
Well,
Oh.
your house.
I see that. What are you doing here?
Making sure you're alive and not taken by government officials.
Why wouldn't I be alive?
You have.
I was just
been-
sleeping.
For 4 days.
Yeah.
We
4
haven't heard
days.
anything from you.
4 days.
It's Tuesday.
No.
Friday.
Not anymore.
Friday?
How are you feeling? Kind of
Tired.
headachy, groggy?
No, just tired. Still.
What was the last thing you did before you
I-
went to bed?
I came home.
After karaoke.
Yeah.
He was at karaoke, yes?
Yes. Yes. I saw Jane home. I kissed her goodnight and came back here.
And then you didn't call her Tuesday afternoon. By Wednesday afternoon, the staff at the university were talking about someone else teaching your classes.
What?
Yeah.
No, it's Tuesday.
It's Friday.
There are multiple people here telling you it's Friday. It's probably Friday.
He scrambles
Yeah,
over.
it's Friday.
He, he scrambles over for his phone, which is next to the bed, and he picks it up and looks at the date on it, and he's like, "This can't be right. I just went to sleep."
I thought I slept in.
Well, this is another thing we're just going to have to get to the bottom of. On the bright side, it's a good thing you weren't taken by government agents.
Yeah, and you are alive.
Government agents?
Yeah, it's also good that our breaking and entering turned out to have a good end.
Did you break anything?
No.
No.
Oh. Then why call it breaking and entering?
Well, we
Technically, we
Technically,
didn't
it's
have your
breaking in.
invitation to come in.
Oh. True enough.
But if you don't press charges, I don't think we... Okay, I'm not sure what to say here, but all's well that ends well, right?
I suppose so. I better call the school.
Yes, and it would be very interesting who...
What's your morning beverage of choice?
Coffee.
I'll set up a pot.
Thank you.
And now I'll get to know my way around the professor's kitchen.
It's actually a very, very small galley kitchen.
Whoa, tiny.
Yeah.
No actionable surfaces at all.
No. There's a small mocha pot on the next to the stove. You're not quite sure where to check for coffee, though.
Okay, mocha pot. I think I can handle one of these. I think. Let's see. This thing opens up somehow. Okay, lid. No, I don't think the coffee goes in there.
Yeah, you basically fiddle with it. You screw off the bottom, and you can...
Water goes there, coffee goes there, screw this on, stuff comes up here.
Yep. But you just need to find the coffee now.
Right. Well, a search of the kitchen, I think, is in order.
Okay.
Just opening each cabinet and looking in.
Yeah, you see a cabinet that's stocked with tea and various spices and baking supplies across from the stove. Above the stove appears to be mainly storage stuff.
Okay, lots of tea. Interesting. Well, no, I'm just going to keep searching.
You do not find anything in any of the cabinets.
What kind of guy doesn't have coffee?
Checking the wrong spot, man.
Is there a thing on the counter labeled coffee?
No.
Is there a thing on the counter labeled tea?
No.
Is there a Dunkin' Donuts around the corner?
There's a
There's a
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yeah, they do not terrible coffee drinks these days. In fact, that might almost be easier at this point.
Give me a sweats the small stuff roll.
10 on 2D.
You check the freezer.
Ah,
No.
like that is it.
Yep. Nice big container of coffee.
Ground coffee.
Yep.
Okay, scoop some up, fill the pot, and get things going. Meanwhile,
At the Hall of Justice.
back at the ranch.
The professor, sits up in bed. He is actually still wearing the clothes from Halloween night.
Oh.
He's gotten out of bed, moves over to one of the... There's a chair against the one wall. He sits down and kind of has his head in his hands and is trying to wake up. So, is Jane all right?
Yeah,
Yes,
she's
she
fine.
is. She's just occupied elsewhere at the moment. That's why she wasn't on the rescue operation.
Yeah, and she alerted us to your disappearance.
Lack of presence. Yeah.
I don't understand. I just went to sleep.
Well, maybe someone drugged you.
Yeah.
Did you
No.
drink anything funny at that party?
Just what everyone else drank.
Well, in this kind of situation, I think drinking is not really the source of evil. One more thing, how did administration decide so quickly to replace you in your courses
I have no idea about that either.
without checking up on you?
That's what I would like to know. He reaches for his phone again and calls over to campus, and you basically hear, "Hello, this is Dr. Liebenstone. Yes, I see. Yeah, yes, I will be back tomorrow. Thank you.
Tomorrow's Saturday.
Thank you. Yeah, he does have a Saturday class.
Okay.
And he has office hours. Not with students, but,
Okay.
other paperwork and stuff that he has to do. So he's like, apparently someone called in and said I had a family situation.
Oh,
Interesting.
Did they say
Taken
who
care of.
called in?
No. But I still have my job, so that's good.
Yeah.
yes.
I would like to know what I drank too.
I think we all would.
And we would like to know who the caller was.
They didn't seem to have any other information. It was
Yeah, of course. They had no reason to ask any more questions, I guess.
pretty much.
Okay.
John comes back in with coffee.
Well, I'm going to come back in with coffee and 1 or 2 large glasses of water as well.
Okay. He goes for the coffee first.
Right. But drink the water as well. 4 days, you probably might be dehydrated too.
He pinches his skin, and he's like, "No, it doesn't seem so."
How could you not be?
I don't know.
4 days in bed, no food or water. You should be starting on more than just coffee here.
I'm not hungry.
What color are his eyes?
Blue, the same that they've always been. Or did I say they
Same.
were brown before?
I don't remember.
Neither do I. But they're the same as they've always been.
Okay.
So
Dr.
you're
Lehman's
telling me this guy is perfectly as you saw him 2 days ago.
4 days ago.
Well, 4 days ago, but he's been sleeping for 4 days?
Yeah, it makes no sense to me either. Interesting, isn't it? Welcome to our world.
What is
it's gonna
this,
be
a Rip
great
Van Winkle
headline.
type of thing?
Dr. Levenstone, check your phone. Maybe you can see in the call history if anyone called you or if you called anyone.
Failing that, you might have messages.
Yeah, he checks through. There's calls from everyone who tried to call and reach him. The school, several calls from the school, a few from Jane.
When was the last call from the school?
Was Wednesday, sometime after he missed his class.
Well, I can guess that's about the time he got the school. The school got the call saying he was out on personal leave.
Pretty much.
But no call from this phone.
No outgoing calls. No.
Okay. And he's shaven or not?
He's got 5 o'clock shadow.
5 o'clock?
Yeah. So it looks like he could have shaved the night before.
Please.
And I'm back again.
Hello again.
Yes, I got abducted that time. I apologize. So yes, he has a bit of stubble. It looked like he could have shaved yesterday, or maybe a couple days ago.
And he's not hungry.
No, which is highly unusual for him because he eats like a racehorse.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, how far behind is the lunchbox at this point?
When you come in, you go around to the back door, and you come in as the professor is sitting over at the side, and as he's on the phone with the school.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking, Professor. The idea that you haven't eaten in 4 days doesn't really bode well. It doesn't sound like good, but I might have something for you that could raise that appetite.
I'm not hungry and not interested in any chemical help. Thank you.
Not even a protein bar.
That's okay, man. More for me.
As I said, I'm not hungry.
Okay, how are you feeling otherwise?
Still trying to wake up. I could use some more coffee, but...
Oh, I'll get that set up for you.
Yeah, he already drained the one. But other than that, he's fine.
That's right.
I'm thinking, let's, is there a hospital in town?
Yes, there is. There's one just that way on the map. It's
Alternatively, the question should be asked: is the doctor capable of doing blood work?
Yes, I should be.
It'd be nice to know if there were some unusual chemicals in your bloodstream, and if so, what?
That's understandable. All right.
I think something's monkeyed with your metabolism.
He heads off. He gets up, brushes himself down. He doesn't. Other than having slept in his clothes, he doesn't look like he spent 4 days in them either.
He certainly didn't poop in them, apparently.
Yes.
I notice I'm using the word poop a lot this session. Yeah.
And soil of his clothing.
Yes.
There's a nice word.
He, as he stands up, though, he's like, ooh. Ah.
You okay?
Just a bit stiff. He pulls down, and he's got some bruising on his back.
Possible injection site?
Don't.
Unless you're into the weird stuff, but...
No, it looks like it's a rather large contusion, not small injection site bruising.
Ouch.
Anyway, I'm making coffee.
Yes.
I'll simulate this by boiling some water for tea. Be right back.
He says, okay, I think perhaps giving myself a once-over in the lab is probably a good idea.
I don't think we should leave you alone.
You are welcome to come with.
Okay.
So he heads...
Seconded.
Okay. He's like, if you will excuse me, pardon me for a bit. He rustles around, grabs some clothes, heads in and grabs a quick shower. He comes back out, dressed, and his hair's all a mess. And he's like, I have a massive bruise down my back. I'm not sure where or how I got it.
Well, that's never good.
Mm-mm.
Not generally, no. Lunchbox, if you missed it, the professor just got a shower. He basically has a very large bruise on his back.
Okay, I caught the bruise part. It was right after you mentioned he goes to take a shower, and just everything froze for me.
Okay, yeah. He says when he comes back out of the shower that the bruise... Hold on.
Bless you.
That's it.
Gesundheit. Additionally, could it be blood pooling?
No, there's some scratching as well. So it looks like he hit something. So he's like, all right, let's head to the lab.
Good deal.
He gets he actually offers to drive. However, many of you will fit in the vehicle, which is not. Hold on, 1, 2. A couple of you are going to have to get kind of cozy in the back, but you all will fit in the car.
Okay.
Shotgun.
Smart move, Claire.
I'm the only one with boobs. So.
So yep, and he drives you all over. When he gets when you guys walk into the science building and up to the floor that the lab is on, there are a couple of classes going on, but not. He does most of his lab work in the prep area, which is off of one of the laboratory rooms, which has pretty much everything he needs in there anyway. He swipes his card, it beeps and goes green, and he walks you all in. He also goes and hands, opens a closet type door and pulls out a series of lab coats and goggles for everyone. Claire, what kind of shoes are you wearing? Actually, what kind of shoes is everyone wearing?
I would be wearing flats.
Okay.
Definitely my dual layered Converse.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Something crepe-soled and grippy.
Okay.
And I'm wearing normal sneakers, just normal running shoes.
Okay. As long as everyone's feet are covered, you're fine. If you're not, he's going to ask you to wait outside the lab, and you don't get a coat or glasses. In fact, lunchbox, you have to leave your lunchbox outside the lab.
Oh. Chemical reactions, I guess.
No food or drink allowed.
Oh, yeah. I did store some extra.
In that case, my
chicken wings in
backpack
there.
is staying outside too.
Yes.
So I'll definitely be leaving out there. Though, if anybody wants, I do have some extra chicken wings I stashed in there. So we got to eat them within the next couple hours, I'm sure.
Oh, God.
All right. Don't let me forget. I will forget.
It's like, okay. So he...
Oh, dear God, thanks for reminding me. I go back outside, and I start searching through the pack for that tuna sandwich. That needs to go.
Okay. He starts. He draws some blood, and he centrifuges some of it and prepares a slide of some more of it, and then while the others is running in the centrifuge, he takes a look under the microscope. He's like, no, structurally everything appears fine. It's like, I'll have to wait for the mass spec results.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but so far everything appears fine. Water levels appear fine as well.
Even after 2 coffees?
Within normal tolerances.
Okay.
So, you guys just watch him move around the lab. He runs the mass spec. He's like, this will take a little bit, but so
This is also a good time for people to check their supplies at T4.
yeah. The vat's right over there. he hooks up a siphon, and we'll fill up anyone's super soaker who requires it.
Yes.
Good.
Great.
We should have bought more.
It's not too
I
late.
should have bought one.
It's okay. I don't have one either.
And this one has soapy water.
He's like, I'm very glad that this was at least in some way effective, and I didn't waste my entire time mass producing it.
How hard is this to make?
You heard about the cemetery, right?
He was there. He was a little late getting
So-
there.
Okay. Yeah.
It basically just requires a growth medium. In the case of the virus, it's actual E. coli. Once it's produced, as long as you don't denature the bacteria, the viral protein coat, they're pretty durable little buggers.
Cool.
So don't heat it up.
Good to know.
So
Very good to know.
there's nothing wrong with this blood work, right?
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
We're still fighting.
About that time, let's say the mass spec dings.
Ah, I see you have the machine. No, I'm not going to do that one. That's low-hanging fruit.
And he goes over and checks the results. There is some very, very faint traces of a sedative metabolite, but it's apparently been degraded a while.
Mm-hmm. Like 4 days or so?
About, yes.
Hard to imagine a mere Mickey going this horribly wrong.
So apparently someone did do something, but that doesn't explain where the last 4 days have gone.
Yeah, most sedatives don't last that long.
Okay, so
That's always good.
So you slipped something that reduced his metabolism, but also knocked him out for 4 days, or just kind of put him in a...
He's like,
I want to use the word stasis, but that would be wrong.
he checks. Yeah, his blood sugar levels are fine. If he didn't know any better, he would have said he had breakfast this morning.
And he only had like 2 cups of coffee?
Yeah. So far.
So far.
Sorry, the tuna sandwich is gone, man.
He's like, I do not appear hungry.
Okay. I need to drop out now for today.
Okay.
Tonight. So, see you next week. Next week, yes. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
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 We'll manage. Okay. All right. So he's like, I'm going to continue to run some more tests. I will fill you kids in later. This is going to be pretty boring otherwise. Let me know if you find out anything else.
Keep in contact with us.
Yes.
Make sure we know that you're okay, or else we're breaking into your house again.
I understand.
And you might go missing food. Points to lunchbox.
Right.
Okay. So he basically just turns back to the lab results and scratching his head and gets down to work.
All right. Well, okay. So we have a professor who is really out of it. The last thing he did was he was at the. Was it at the kilt the last time?
Uh-huh. You guys basically, after the zombies, you guys made your way back to the kilt and celebrated averting the zombie apocalypse.
Got the kilt.
Yeah.
So, John, you think somebody slipped him a Mickey?
That's what it sounded like to me.
Okay.
As for what kind of Mickey, well, the mass spec didn't turn up much. It's almost like he was hibernating.
It's safe to say maybe we should take a look back at the kilt, but I'm not sure what we could find 4 days later.
4 days later, probably not much.
He left the kilt just fine, drove Jane home, dropped her off, kissed her goodnight, and then went home himself.
So whatever happened after he kissed Jane goodnight and went home.
Pretty much.
Probably on the way home.
Possibly.
Or Jane had a Mickey, and she slipped him a Mickey.
It was Jane.
Unlikely. Okay, tell you what.
Yeah,
As long as we're here, let's look around his car
Okay.
for any traces of a scuffle, drag marks, etc.
Okay. Claire, roll 2. John, roll 4. And
Oh, 12.
That looks like a 16.
okay. Go ahead and yeah, roll 2, Phoenix, and Hicks roll isn't here, so never mind. Lunchbox, yeah, just roll 5.
Roll 5.
Ooh.
I've got myself a 9.
Okay.
This is my useless information, I think. Or my stoner roll. Okay, so 5 it is. Okay, 11, 15, 19.
Ooh.
Okay. And what did you get, John?
16
Okay.
on 4 dice.
Both of you see you kind of noticed it on the drive over. The vehicle was kind of jerky a little bit. Not a lot. You didn't know if it was just the car itself. But checking the one of the front tires, the rim is actually bent.
The rim is bent on one of the front tires
Uh-huh.
on the professor's car.
Yes. Not enough that the seal on the tire has actually broken, but it's enough that it's offset the stability of the front end.
That it looks a little wobbly now.
Yeah.
And we noticed the wobbling as it was happening.
Yeah, while you were driving here. But it wasn't that intense. It was just something that you picked up. First, you thought it may have been his driving.
Wait, this was on the professor's car?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So what, like he crashed or like he hit something or?
I would say, okay, given that it got under the wheel, hit something.
Yeah, causing.
Another good thing to do would be to check the road between James and the professor's to see if there are any marks in the road where something's been hit.
Go ahead and...
that'll take a special trip, unfortunately.
Yep. Go ahead and... is everyone going with him, or...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Okay.
If I can keep up.
Roll the same number of dice as you did last time.
Ooh! You have betrayed me.
7.
8.
Same
On
number?
4 dice.
Okay,
Yep.
so
Same
5.
number of dice.
7.
11.
Lunchbox,
think
it's
I-
up to you now.
I believe I got a 19 again. Let me just double check
Yay!
there. Yes, 19.
You made up for my sucky
Okay.
roll.
Everyone else is pretty much looking in the road. Lunchbox checks the curbs. One of the curbs between the professor and Jane's house, it looks like someone jumped it and took a nice chunk out of the, or at least cracked the concrete of the curb.
Interesting.
Someone jumped the curb.
And there's a nice tire mark on it,
The
too.
next thing we do is we search the back seat of the professor's car for any unusual trace.
Nada.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so
Beginning to see how this fits together, aren't you?
it seems I don't know, but I'm looking at this curb and I'm looking at this tire. I mean,
Yeah.
he definitely hit this curb, but what the hell?
Okay, what I'm thinking... Stop me if you've heard this one before. The professor was driving home after kissing Jane goodnight, and someone was waiting in the back seat for him. Knocked him out, his car went off the road there. Then some stuff happened, and he wound up in bed for 4 days.
This sounds incredibly logical.
How did he get it? How did he get back into bed, though?
Someone put him there, obviously.
Hmm. Okay. So this goes over the curb and into like a ditch.
No, there's the sidewalk, and there's a little patch of grass between the curb and the top of the curb and the sidewalk. And then on the other side of the sidewalk are people's houses.
Oh,
That could have turned out much worse.
yeah.
That could have gone a lot worse.
If what I'm thinking happened, happened.
It's also a 15 or 25 mile an hour. Of course, it's residential, so he would
Yeah.
have been going fast.
Mm-hmm.
Is we're gonna take a look past the curb more into the grassy patch. Is there any point of contact there, or maybe did he?
Yeah, there's a nice tire print. Of course, the in the dirt because the grass has been ripped away a little bit.
Yeah. So that's looking more like what happened. Now what we have to do is figure out why, who, and how it was kept out for 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should switch my major to journalism.
Who, what, when, where, why, and how?
Yeah.
Oh.
Colonel Mustard with the candlestick in the conservatory.
By reason of Tad Pearson, but that's another story.
So it wasn't going fast enough to have actually landed or crashed into a residential.
No, he was apparently just going fast enough to jump the curb.
And that would have been the best time to cold cock him, too.
Maybe he
Or
was
if he
trying.
went over the curb because he got hit.
That's what I'm thinking.
Do you think maybe this has something to do with the SUVs? Maybe one of the SUVs was given chase and he thought maybe a shortcut.
I'm pretty sure whatever the federal agents might have done on this occasion, they wouldn't have filled him with enough sedatives to keep him out for 4 days and then stuck him back in his own bed.
I don't know. Never trust the government, man.
I'm inclined to believe you if they don't, come forward and talk to us, he says to nobody in particular.
I'm gonna be right back, guys.
Okay. I need some stone too, right?
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe there's tire tracks or something from another truck. I don't know, but those SUVs, I still haven't been able to fit those SUVs in anywhere. John, you ran around and you took a look at all the SUVs, didn't you? John, you took...
Hmm?
I was gonna... You ran around taking down plate numbers for some of the SUVs?
Yep.
Huh.
Got 3 different ones.
3 different ones. I'm wondering if they have any unusual things going on with their tires, or maybe some peeled off tire, something to indicate a chase. But then again, yeah, it's quite a few SUVs to check.
Well, there were 3 that were the police ones, I thought, or the government.
Yeah, U.S. government. 3 different plates. 2 were doing stationary surveillance, 1 was roving.
Well, if they're still in the same spot, it wouldn't be that hard to check if we're going to do that.
Okay, so what's up?
Wondering
We
about
think we think we have some idea what's been going on.
Okay.
Problem is we have no idea what to do about it.
Okay. Well, what?
But I still don't think the U.S. government had anything to do with Liebenstone's being knocked out.
That's entirely a possibility.
Who else would have done it? So let's let who else would have done it?
Okay, possible motives.
A student who got a bad grade in his class.
Not impossible. Student who didn't like his singing. There were probably a few of them.
The fairies.
Actually, he has a wonderful singing voice.
Yeah.
It's just a bit annoying when he's singing about biology.
The fairies couldn't have done it, so they're out.
And we lost David again.
Now, Livingstone has a reaction. What is it? When he goes into the kilt, or is it the coffee shop?
The coffee shop.
Coffee shop.
He was basically really, really shocked because it is a magic dead zone.
And
That's true. We don't know much about Murdoch.
Murdoch's the opposite, pretty much, right? He gets, or he's magically inept himself.
He is basically a dead spot himself. Yes.
Okay.
We're talking about McMurdoch, are we?
Murdoch.
Mm-hmm.
Just Murdoch. His family used to be McMurdoch.
Murdoch.
Yes. They changed their name when the Great Irish Immigration started.
You know, he passed out Monday evening when he went into Murdoch's. That wouldn't have accounted for the bruise, would it?
No. Everyone managed to... He actually fell flat on his face that time.
Okay. So no bruising on his back. Now, you'd said there was something else about the bruise on his back?
Yes, it appeared to have not just been a contusion, but also scrape.
Possibly like he was dragged out of his car.
Probably.
Possibly.
Continues to raise the question, why?
And who?
Mm-hmm.
We know he's okay. Well, we have Dr. Liebenstone, who's sensitive, as David was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
differently.
yes.
I'll let him explain.
he is apparently magically inclined himself, although he didn't know until he created the bacteria using some of his own genes. And so the bacteria, basically the gene sequence that he couldn't identify in himself helps him metabolize magic to make it useful. And apparently he spliced that into the E. coli, and that's all the E. coli was feeding off of. It was magic.
So wait, Dr. Livingstone is Mineverus himself?
No. It's... In order to put it to use, magic users have to be able to metabolize it.
Interesting.
And we know now that he's not metabolizing very well. Well, just in general.
He just says, as far as he knows, he's full, and like he's eaten recently.
Like he's not hungry. Well,
Well, if that metabolism's out of whack.
The other one could be too.
Possible.
Problem is, how do we test it without him creating another monster?
I'd like
You think I'm joking?
What was that?
You think I'm joking?
No. I'm Phoenix.
Scott?
I didn't.
I just like to avoid monsters. I don't want any more of those. That glowy-eyed rat scared the crap out of me enough.
You would have
Yeah,
loved the
you didn't
graveyard
even.
then.
Yeah, you didn't even meet his big brothers.
Yeah.
All 50 of them.
Like, you have no idea, dude.
Okay. So what's the plan for right now?
Right now.
Do we have a plan for right now?
Apparently
I don't
not.
think we do, and that's part of the problem. Oh.
In my head right now, I'm just piecing things together and saying, okay, what's...
Okay, how many people here knew that... how many people knew that Livingstone was sensitive?
Nope.
Well, I did basically because I caught the end of it basically being at the coffee shop. I saw him basically collapse, and I gave him that coffee.
Yeah.
So as far as we know, just us, Jane, Hicks, and Murdoch.
And Murdoch, yeah. We're going to have to talk with him, I think.
Murdoch was there.
Mm-hmm.
The cowboy.
The cowboy.
Well, he wears a fringed buckskin jacket and a Stetson.
Yeah, that was Murdoch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's the only direction we have.
And then we also have... well, yeah, we have definitely Murdoch. But also Jane.
I'm not sure how many others.
We also have Jane that we could...
Let's assume for the moment Jane is not a suspect. She's been helping out with this these situations as they come up.
John, you get a phone call.
Yes?
It's the professor.
Oh, hello, Professor. What's up?
He said, I've run some more tests, and according to this, I have eaten in the last 8 hours.
You have eaten in the last 8 hours, and this is more than just coffee, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I certainly don't remember doing it.
Right.
If today really is Friday.
Today is Friday. Turn on the news.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
he just says, yeah,
here, speakerphone. Here, allow me to introduce you to speakerphone. Hello.
He says, I understand that it's Friday. Everything, my phone says it's Friday. All the computers in the office say it's Friday. But as far as I'm concerned, it's Tuesday.
Okay, let's watch your appetite for the next day or two.
Well,
And Rebecca Black says it's Friday too, so.
You're a little old for that one, David.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I wish I were. Anyway, he says, actually, I'm kind of hungry right now.
Oh, good. That means you have an appetite.
So otherwise, there's some sort of... Your body didn't change anything, or someone has been feeding you while you're asleep.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Right.
Creepy.
I'm almost more inclined to go with the stasis theory. Something had knocked him out so thoroughly and completely.
Well, I don't... There's no sign of alcohol in my bloodstream, or any alcohol metabolites.
So your metabolism must still have been working, otherwise you'd be registering stuff from Monday night.
Right.
Which means that maybe you have been active in some capacity,
But can't remember.
but can't remember.
Oh, geez, that's even worse.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh, yeah. 4 days of not remembering what you did? Kind of like me.
You're for a different reason.
Yours is self-inflicted.
He's like, I'm gonna go get lunch. I'll keep you informed if I come up with anything else.
Okay. Need anyone to go with you?
No, I should be fine.
Okay. Just in case, stick to public places.
Generally,
I would especially be curious if any black SUVs were following you.
I'll keep an eye out.
Thanks. I don't think those two things are related, but let's make sure.
Well, if he's been sleeping, or not exactly sleeping, but actively doing things, not remembering, we might actually have a lot more leads now. We could always try and see if anybody has seen him over the past couple days. And
Well, there's that, except he wasn't traveling in any of his normal circles.
How
do you look for someone where he isn't normally?
You give a... You get a phone call in about 10 minutes from the professor again. He's like, there's an SUV. It's right behind me. Oh,
okay.
Wait, they're passing. Oh, never mind. Click.
Did it have U.S. government? Did it have U.S. government tags?
He clicked off. You can call him back.
I will call back.
Okay. He's like, I'm very embarrassed. Apparently, it was a soccer mom.
Okay. They have U.S. government tags.
Oh. Okay. I'll keep an eye.
I should have told you that sooner. I'm sorry.
I'll keep an eye out.
Please do, and keep in touch.
Yeah, if he can't roll any better than... Yeah, no. He kept rolling 2s.
He's a professor, not a detective.
All right. So, yeah, he doesn't really see anything else. He sees a couple more that he thinks... no, that says OBX.
Okay, well, the only...
A U.S. government SUV with OBX stickers on it, that would be awesome.
Okay. I think we're the only ones who get that, John.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
But I'd like to.
Outer Banks, North Carolina. It's a big tourist area on the East Coast. You see little oval stickers with OBX on them all over the fucking place.
Okay, Okay, so this is more of a local thing.
Well, it's all up and down the East Coast. You can't really spit on 95 without seeing one of them.
And bring a lot of spit.
Well, I am on the east side myself, but I'm above the border, so.
Okay, so yeah, no. Otherwise, he doesn't say anything.
False
And
alarm.
you don't get any other calls back.
False alarm.
Mainly because now he's embarrassed.
Well, the only lead
Although
we
that time, that one he saw actually was the... But you don't get any more
But we
calls.
don't know that.
Yep.
Great.
So we could always try and retrace his possible steps over the last 4 days. But, like John, like you said, he hasn't been in regular circles.
He hasn't been in regular circles.
And I'm sure he didn't stop by the coffee shop again.
That would
Not
be
after the scare he got last time.
As much as he wanted his coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Murdoch needs a carry-out window.
Well, again, there's still a McDonald's near his house, so...
Yeah,
Actually,
coffee there's okay.
Murdoch's is actually near the professor's house as well. He's in the same general area.
Okay.
Well, the only lead we seem to have, at least, is maybe to talk to Murdoch.
Okay.
We have a second one, but they're not talking to us.
You really want to talk to these guys, don't you?
And
Yes, I do.
generally keeping their distance at this point. You guys have not seen one for a while.
Well, yeah, because John went knocking on the door going, hello!
Want some wings?
Just being neighborly.
Okay.
Yeah, darn SCVs seem to have been following us, now they seem to be avoiding us.
No, you all can...
I bet I could catch one if I wanted to.
Okay, so you guys want to check out Murdoch's?
Let's check out Murdoch's.
Yeah.
Okay. You get to the coffee house. Same as always. Nice, cozy atmosphere. Posters of 80s sitcoms on the wall. Large poster of Howling Mad Murdoch. Autographed, actually.
His namesake, apparently.
Yes. And
80s sitcoms.
well, not just sitcoms, but also, you know, the action-adventure shows.
Certain dramas.
Yeah. The A-Team, Knight Rider.
Moonlighting was popular in the 80s, wasn't it?
Yes.
Well,
Also Scarecrow.
The rise of Bruce Willis's career and the downfall of what's her name's.
And that's how you know it was a downfall.
first season of first season, possibly second season of Seinfeld.
No Seinfeld.
Oh, I don't like this place already.
Is Murdoch in?
You don't see him.
Well, the other place he could be is the draft he killed.
Well, just because we don't see him, go up to the counter and be like, yo, is your boss the big man in?
No, he's not scheduled to be in until this evening today.
Okay, thank you.
So who's this Murdoch guy? Why is he so cool?
Well, you have to understand that this place has some unusual attributes to it.
Do tell.
Back when I was able to sense such things on Monday, it was a magical dead zone.
Meaning it absorbed magic?
That might not be too big a stretch. Considering the professor wandered in here on that day and very nearly passed out. Actually, he did.
I was gonna say, it wasn't very nearly. Full on the ground, not breathing for the couple seconds.
Scary.
It was a bit of a shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was something about a zombie apocalypse afterwards, and
yeah.
Oh,
Little details like that might have gotten misplaced in the shuffle.
Yes, you missed the zombie apocalypse. But that's okay, there's another one next week.
You think he's joking?
We still don't know what the stupid rat is.
Okay. Has anybody in the cafe seen anything out of place over the last 4 days? If there's any patrons nearby,
Ask him if he's. Oh crap! Ask him if they've seen the professor in the past few days.
A few of them look at you a little oddly, but generally, no. Quite a few of them are townies. They have no idea who the professor is. Those students that you talk to, half of them don't take biology. They don't have any clue. A couple of them say, no, he wasn't in class the other day, but other than that,
yeah,
we haven't seen him.
in class.
So you guys gonna actually order any coffee?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, if you just wander in and start grilling everybody.
Oh yeah, two venti skim mocha.
Large skim mochas. Okay.
Yeah, large rather. Yeah.
This isn't Starbucks.
Yeah.
I'll just grande latte.
And I'll just have a medium hot
latte.
chocolate.
Gotcha.
Me and caffeine don't get along so well.
Oh, I'll have his.
Okay. So your orders come up. John, you get an extra smiley face on yours because you're a regular customer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Other than that, yeah,
starting to drink the first one, holding the second one.
No one really sees anything. Or had seen anything.
Okay.
I guess check the drafty kilt next.
Drafty kilt's the next stop.
Okay. You head down to the kilt, and they're open for lunch, but.
Mm-hmm. But otherwise, it's going to be kind of quiet.
Yeah. A couple tour groups come through while you guys are there.
Okay.
Not helpful.
Couple of people playing the lotto machines, if there are any.
No. There aren't. The only acquiescence to the modern era are the light bulbs and the karaoke machine. Everything else looks like it stepped out of the 1700s.
Whoa. Okay. Keeping it real.
Medieval. Well, real colonial.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Now we're dealing with a place that has magical essence about it.
No.
Not a significant amount.
No,
At least
not anymore.
Not much over ground rate.
Yeah. It's about the same as the rest of the town.
Okay. So, okay. It's really the cafe.
Of course, I haven't been able to read it since Monday anyway.
Yeah. That could have changed.
Which great for your head, not so great for us.
Yeah. I like not passing out when I approach close sources of stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, passing out's never fun.
Yeah.
Especially from pain.
Yeah. Pain bad. Definitely bad.
David no like.
Mm-hmm. Pain suck.
Okay. Um,
Well, let's see. Let's do some asking in here of the people that matter.
yeah. Murdoch's not. He actually doesn't show up here all that often. He spends most
Okay.
of his time at
The coffee shop.
the coffee shop. He's only
Oh,
really
okay.
here on event nights. He was here last night for karaoke night,
Okay.
but
You didn't see the professor here, did you?
no, he wasn't in, and he was actually quite missed.
Okay. Well, more confirmation. It's another data point. Oh, small shot of grain alcohol.
ID.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
All the day.
That goes in the second coffee.
Okay.
So Thursday night karaoke night. No
Right.
sign of him.
Yep, and
No sign of him.
he's a regular for karaoke night.
Yeah, whatever happened completely broke his routine.
Yes.
Yeah, if he was up and moving, then he's not gonna. He didn't do any of his normal stuff.
Right.
So he didn't access the lab, arguably. Didn't go to karaoke night.
Well, we don't know if he accessed the lab or not, but he wasn't in for any of his classes or office hours, so I kind of have to assume he wasn't anywhere near the lab either.
Well, you can check.
Well, he doesn't mind.
Is he? He'd still be there at this point, I guess.
Yeah. Well, he
Yeah,
said
let's-
he was going out for lunch.
Okay. Now would be a good time to check in on him, I think.
Okay. You give him a call. He says he's down at the chicken place.
Oh, okay.
Chicken place.
Yeah, foul territory.
Foul territory.
Next question.
Does he like going there a lot?
Yeah, he goes there quite a bit. He'll generally order like 2 rotisseries and snarf them both.
Wow.
That's dedication.
He's also very, very tall and lanky.
He's got the metabolism to do it, too.
Mm-hmm. But you know, if he could pass that on to the women, that'd be great. We'd appreciate it.
So,
Well, we don't know what other side effects that thing has.
so you get, if you guys want to head down there, yep, he's well into his second chicken.
Okay.
I got one.
And
Well-
Phoenix, you recognize this guy. He is in here all the time.
Oh, of course I do.
He's a good tipper, too.
Nice. So I really know him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, man, to interrupt the chicken feast. But I was wondering if you found what's going on with your back. Did you look into that a little bit more?
It's
The bruises.
just a bruise. Apparently, I fell at some point.
A bruise and scrape.
Bruise, great.
Now, do you remember your drive home? After after Jane got her goodnight kiss, do you remember the drive home?
To be honest, I was in a bit of a daze.
That good a kisser, is she?
Well, it's been a while. We'll put it that way. Actually, no.
That's what I figured. I think there's a good chance you might have been knocked out on the way home. Your car ran off the road at a point we found, and then someone dragged you out of the car.
Oh dear.
That's the going theory. We have no idea who or why yet.
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
Well, keep looking into it if you can.
We'll do so.
Let me know if you find anything.
Mhm.
So far, Apparently, everything that I've been able to, every test I've been able to run says that it,
That
as
you've
far
been
as,
living otherwise ordinary life,
yes,
including regular meals,
yes, and
which, given our
evacuation.
previous,
Well, that's good to know too.
there's a good word to cover that activity. Sure beats poop. I just did it again, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
Oh well.
You're obsessed with the poop. Okay. He says, I'm going to go back and run a few more tests, but so far, for the most part, I seem unaffected other than not knowing what happened the last few days.
Right. Now, intravenous feeding would look different from...
I checked. I have no track marks.
Okay. You haven't had a history of multiple personalities, have you?
Not that I know of. No.
Okay. The mystery deepens.
So
Or it fails to come in any clearer or something.
he finishes eating and wipes up his hands and says, "Well, I'm going to head back to the lab.
Okay.
I'll give you guys a call if I hear it."
Thanks.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. As yeah, the Vic isn't around, so Phoenix, you're able to sneak some food if you want.
Ooh, I like free food. I'll hook the group up.
Okay.
Excellent. Yeah, I could use some more.
That's disgusting.
Okay. So yeah, you guys get lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Sit around and try to figure out. You think you have a pretty good grasp of what happened to the professor. You just have no real reason why.
Right. And I'm not sure where to get that information. And we couldn't get anything from the back of his car.
Mm-hmm. Has anyone tried to talk to Hicks lately?
No. No, nobody has tried to talk to Hicks lately.
Let's check in with him if we can.
No answer.
Oh, crap. Okay, Bushy Hall.
Okay.
Well, I know where his room is.
Mm-hmm. Door's actually unlocked.
Never a good sign. Open. Push.
Empty. I mean, all his stuff is there. The bed's made. All his graphic novels are on their shelves.
So the room is otherwise neat.
Yes.
It's just that he has temporarily disappeared.
He's not there.
He's not there.
Go ahead and give me a small stuff roll.
Coming up. 8.
His phone's next to the bed.
Hard to imagine him going out without that.
Someone going somewhere without their phone? Wow. Brave soul.
I feel I need to take this with me yet, but... and it's not like I can call him on it. Well, it's true.
Well, last time I was in here, if I'm remembering correctly, Billy Idol was here. You think that little dude's got something to do? Maybe somebody have a way we can get a hold of him?
After All Hallows Eve, his visitor pass should have expired.
Ugh.
We know where he is, but how could he be involved when he can't get out?
So he just... Oh, okay, so there's some kind of thing after midnight, right? And he's...
Well, no, it's the terms of... sort of the terms of the agreement we have with the Fey Court.
They have their little area in the crater, and they stay there.
Okay.
And I keep thinking we need to expand their boundaries a bit.
Well, maybe some of the others. I don't know about Puck.
That's why the new terms I was thinking of would contain the words "by royal decree." Puck would have to be on his best behavior to get a visitor's pass.
Oh.
And then some, probably.
Good, because he's on my shit list right now.
Understandable.
Oh, if I take a look at his phone, what's the most recent activity on it?
Most recent activity was him calling everyone about the black SUVs.
Okay.
Yeah.
A couple days ago.
Now, he's been around since then, hasn't he? It's Friday. He
yes.
was at the house with us.
Yep.
So last time we saw him, I believe, would just have been yesterday.
No, it would have been today.
No, you saw him
Was
this
it?
morning.
We're still on Friday.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
He's
still on Friday.
Oh, okay. It was just up until the professor's house he was with us.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let's go back to the professor's house
Okay.
and look in the windows for Hicks lying on the floor.
Nope. Don't see him. You guys can get back in the house even, and he's not there.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, we need to start putting trackers on everyone. Like, I'm thinking some sort of implantation so that people can't take it off.
Oh, man. Comic book dude, the professor. Well, now we got a missing comic book dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Phoenix, you actually have a shift starting in about an hour.
Ooh.
Where was the last place we saw him since this morning?
At the lab. You guys got to the lab.
Right. Well, the phone was maybe on a table
One more
by his
time.
bed. Once more
Yeah.
with fueling.
Well,
Okay.
if the phone was next to his bed, then he had to have been back here since the time that we saw him at the lab.
True.
I was thinking maybe he went for a nap or something, and some kind of a.
Oh, like I was saying, he said he had a class he had to get to, when you guys got to the lab, and that's pretty much the last you saw him.
Okay, back to his place to check his schedule.
Okay.
Well, I gotta get to work, guys, so I think I can come along with this one, but then after that I'm gonna have to head out.
Understandable. Okay.
Absolutely.
And
Let's see what class he'd gone to last.
looks like he went to one of his architecture classes.
And then we have to get in touch with the teacher to see if he actually got there.
Or you can ask someone to check the electronic roll.
Okay. Yeah, there's that, too.
Hacker.
I'm waiting for someone to ask.
Well, you say you have computer skills, although I haven't seen any yet.
Neither have I.
Well, you say you got the savvy. Here, salve it up.
So, who are we looking up? Let's see.
We're looking up
let's see.
Hicks.
Archibald Hickler.
Hickler.
Well, if I can do any better than a 17 with 3 dice, I'd like to see it.
Well, this is a lot easier.
Well, that and I rolled a 17.
Oh, that's what you actually rolled. Oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I rolled.
He was being artistic with the presentation, and can't
Okay.
blame him.
Yes, you managed to pull up the roster for that day's class, and he is listed as attending.
So he went missing between class and now. Did someone check the bathroom, maybe?
You can go check the bathroom. It's adjacent to the room you're in now, and no.
No.
There is a guy in there from the suite next door. He looks rather offended up from the toilet. But,
Oh,
Well, I was
sorry
going for
about
the
that.
knock method, but I guess barging in works too.
Have you seen your roommate recently? Or not roommate, but the guy next door.
no.
Hmm.
There was a bit of noise earlier, but I didn't actually see him.
What kind of noise?
I don't know. Sounded like he was bouncing on the bed, if you know what I mean.
Doing what?
Sounded like he was bouncing on the bed, if you know what I mean.
Oh. Oh. And his magazines are still there, right?
His comics, yeah.
Oh, that's
Are you alright, Emmy?
Yeah, it really shouldn't be that funny, but I don't know. It's just him, and it's just.
Okay.
okay. So he was sounded like he was bouncing on the bed, and then he was listed as present in class, but he left his phone behind. And who was the teacher? Who was the teacher listed in his for that class? Was it Phoenix?
Yeah.
You can patooey him the name. It's
Here's
not
the
important.
teacher. The teacher's name is Cool.
Cool.
Sure, Mr. Cool.
All right. Cool. Thanks. Okay.
Okay.
So it's no teacher that's worth naming.
Not really.
Okay.
Although now I have a name, I can do something cool with Mr. Cool.
Just because I was like, Mr. Cool, I'll write it at least, just to say I did. Mr. Cool. Okay, but I'll leave. I'm gonna keep that out of my head for now.
Okay. So yeah, they heard something, or he heard something. Someone in the room. They appeared to sound rather energetic, and that's all he knows, man.
Just energetic, like, it was a willing energy, or was it more of a struggle? I don't know, man. You either got lucky, or you got really unlucky.
Well, we already know energetic. If it was a struggle, I don't know that he's into that.
He is German. He is German. You don't know.
No, I don't even want to look through his comics to find out.
Well, I'm gonna pocket his phone though. I mean, with good intention, not of stealing it. Just
Yeah, Phoenix, you better leave now.
Okay, off to work.
Later.
What time does that make it then?
It's about. He has shift work at 6, so you guys have been pretty much all over the place. So.
Okay, so we found.
About 5:30 now.
Okay, so we found a comic. So we found a professor, but lost a comic book aficionado.
Mm-hmm.
Any other day, I'd say that's almost a fair trade, but yeah, there's something wrong here.
definitely.
Yeah.
But
Claire, you have a class coming up too.
Oh, wonderful.
And
Okay,
John, you have an evening class as well.
Okay.
so off we go.
Mm-hmm. Sit through those as necessary.
unfortunately, I don't have any classes.
Yep. Well, not any that you'd go to.
Not any that I'd go to, yeah. Oh, I wouldn't even know which classes I had last time I...
Tell you what, in the classes I attend in the evening, I will ask around to see if there have been any disappearances.
No. None that
Let's,
anyone has
let's
seen.
throw the net wider.
Okay. Yep. No. No one notices anything, or has seen anyone else go missing.
I'm not even gonna ask the dance people about Hicks because they'd just be like, "Who?"
Yeah. Okay. Next thing you all know, you are waking up in bed.
That's not good.
And it is luckily your own bed.
Aw, none of us are like together or anything.
Nope.
Okay,
You all feel a little stiff and sore.
Check the date.
You pull up your phone. It is Monday morning.
Monday?
Monday.
Monday.
Oh, what a waste of a weekend.
Now I'm ticked.
Claire, your shoulder feels really sore.
That's not good. So I'm gonna check the mirror then.
You have a very, very large hickey where your neck meets your shoulder.
Okay, now I'm pissed.
Oh.
I should check myself over for marks as well, I suppose.
You have a rather large bruise on your back as well, and some scraping on your well, your jeans are almost shredded in the knees.
Hey.
It looks like you went down far and hard.
Okay, and that happened in class last.
Of all the things.
And it's really tender. Almost like it's bruised underneath, Emmy.
Jeez. That's rude.
And you're just, it feels to you, Lunchbox, like you had just too good of a weekend. You've got that slight ache of I've been partying a little too hard.
Oh, well, I was partying.
Well, by this point, I believe we have the professor's phone number. I would like to call him.
Okay. As when you go to call, you have about 25 missed calls.
Well, I'll be getting to them in a moment.
Okay.
First, the professor.
Okay. The professor answers. He's like, John, is that you?
Yes, it is.
Where have you been, boy?
Something happened Friday night, and I just lost a bunch of time. I haven't talked to anyone else just yet.
Well, you went missing Friday after we talked to you.
Yeah, meet me over at the lab. I want you to draw fresh blood.
All right, I'll be right there.
Okay. And on the way over, I'll start reviewing messages.
A lot of where are yous from the professor, some from Jane.
Okay.
Pretty much the last one is actually from Hicks on Sunday.
From
Probably
Hicks?
calling to ask where he's been or what he's done the past several days.
Mm-hmm.
Probably approximately the same thing we're doing.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just an assortment of calls. After the first couple messages, it's pretty much just missed calls where, you know, they dialed and when you didn't answer, they just hung up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I go out into the common area of the dorm and see if, like, anybody saw anything, like...
A lot of them are take one look at you and are like, well, somebody had fun over the weekend. We wondered where you got to.
Oh, it feels like I had fun. Definitely. So it wasn't a waste of a weekend.
I got the feeling I got the feeling Claire's response is not going to be suitable for human ears.
and they're like, well, at least you got something out of it. We missed our muffins.
Really? Really?
You know, I just recently gave, just thinking about this, I recently gave you a German chocolate cake recipe with a little extra something, and they probably enjoy.
Yeah, but she'd have to pickle the sauerkraut herself.
Oh.
Because you can't trust what you buy in a jar.
When did I come in? And don't make any little comment because I am one step away from throttling every single one of you.
They don't know. You were in bed this morning when they all woke up. And it's about 10:30, 11 o'clock Monday morning.
Hmm.
Okay. So I called John.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm already over at the lab.
Well, you're on
Why
your
are
way
you
to
at
the
the
lab.
I'm on the way to the lab because I missed everything since Friday night, and I want the professor to get a fresh sample.
Oh, maybe I should meet up with you because I don't remember anything. Just woke up now, and apparently someone has assaulted my. I don't even want to talk about it. Something's wrong.
I know that feeling.
And right about this time, I think John might be getting a lazy text message saying,
"Oh, by the way, Hicks came on Sunday afternoon."
Hicks?
Hicks apparently woke up sometime Sunday afternoon. I'm still going through messages.
All right, I'll meet you at the lab.
Okay. And so we arrive.
Yeah, I'll probably be sending a message to John somewhere along the lines of just dude with a big, capital letters, like what is going on, but I'm so lazy that I just try and formulate it in one word. But at this point, though, I do have to step out.
Okay, no problem.
Because I'm on the...
You're on the other game.
The Champions game, yeah. I just realized, this game... Well, it's 4 to 8. It's almost at 4 hours, but normally you start at 3. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I realized, I have to duck out. But I'm gonna pretty much with the intention of just getting a hold of the other two and.
No problem. I'm probably gonna end it in just a bit anyway.
Okay.
I just wanted to get to this fun bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I will leave you all to it, and thanks for having me.
No problem. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Have you back next week.
Yep. For sure.
Totally.
Okay. So you two get to the lab,
Mm-hmm.
and the professor's there. He's just opening up when you get there. On the way back, you guys see the
SUVs again?
No. You see the signs that were put up for the hypnotist. They have a new sticker plastered over top of them that said "held over one more week." So,
Hypnotist.
yeah, apparently you didn't miss that.
Okay. An idea just crossed my head. Makes absolutely no sense, but we may have to look into it.
Okay. You guys get to the lab. The professor lets you in. He takes blood samples from each of you.
Yeah, just seeing the poster.
Mm-hmm.
It puts me in mind of a little synchronicity that, as a player, I probably shouldn't. As a character, I certainly shouldn't.
Mm. Just something that you see on your way.
Mm-hmm.
You get the professor takes the blood, runs the samples. Claire, he takes a microscope, basically, a little handheld magnifier, pretty high power, to your hickey, and he actually finds 2 small punctures.
How far apart? Like,
About 2.5 inches.
okay, that seems too big for the rat, at least.
Bit too big for a human, I think.
Where's that?
Yes, check
Maybe
your
closer
cat.
to 2. But that seems to account for the underlying bruising.
Awesome.
Great, vampire attacks, apparently.
He takes a sample to run through an analyzer, and well, basically it's going to be a day or so until he gets the results of everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, last thing you guys remember is being in class.
Okay, we really need to implant those trackers. Like, now.
And I think that's basically where I'm going to end it for the week.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and go off air, and we can just go get the little bit of feedback. But
All right.
I think that's the good place to end it, since I'm down to 2 of you from
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
And we'll take it over next week. So
Okay.